Round 1, fight!
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Tournament Fights. This is episode 56, and I am your host, Jordan the Movie Hero Anderson, and tonight I am the guest of honor. So we're doing my top 128 part 1. Usually I try to space them out roughly, like if somebody has done their top 64, roughly about a year, give or take a little bit from that, you can do a top 128, just to talk about some of your favorite movies outside of your top 64. Maybe give you a little time to rework my list, which I certainly did. Probably at least half of my movies are going to be different. And just to give a little context, I wanted to actually throw up this thumbnail because, as you can see, these are just some people that I met from just various Comic-Cons I went to with some family and friends there. So you have Sir Patrick Stewart in the top left. The top right, you have Elijah Wood. Bottom left, you have Sean Astin. So you have Sam and Frodo. Then you have Will Friedle in the middle, Boy Meets World, because I'm a big Boy Meets World fan. And then you have Christopher Lloyd, because I dressed up as Marty McFly, so we were Marty in the dock. So that was a fun time. And for part 2, I got tons more of the people that I've met. So maybe I'll throw those up for part 2. But anyways, we'll go ahead and we'll jump into this thing. I have no idea what the matchups are going to be because I just randomized all of them. I did get a quick glimpse on, because I had to split the list in half and then put them in the randomizer. So I know which movies ended up on which half. I just don't know what the actual matchups are. So, but we'll go ahead and we'll start with my co-host for tonight, Austin Pez. How's it going?
Should you be hosting your own hot seat show? I don't know. That
Maybe
seems
not,
a little shady, if you ask me. It seems like shenanigans.
Well, we're all voting, so I mean, it's not just based on me. So, so yeah, you guys can vote for whatever you want. You can outvote me, but we also have Jacob Barber.
How's it going? I can't wait to knock Logan out of the first round again.
Yeah,
right. It's like if that happens,
I hope it's up against Napoleon Dynamite again. That would be
epic. An epic failure.
Jordan probably pulled Napoleon Dynamite out of his 128 just so it can't have a chance of beating anything.
Well, it pissed me off so much last time. It's out of there. No.
It's 129 now.
Yeah, right. I'm not going to tell you if it's in there or not. You'll just have to wait and find out. But we also have joining us Malcolm Hay tonight. Hay from Earth.
You're muted.
You're muted again, Malcolm. Oh, Malcolm.
Malcolm muted.
It's good to meet Jacob Harbour. I'm a huge fan. He's probably a brother of David Harbour's.
Yeah. Jacob Harbour tonight. That's an inside joke from our live chat where my autocorrect kicked in.
I'm very disappointed. I'm very, very disappointed. Getting the invite to the
but
Christmas Cross and party with Jacob Harbour.
Yeah. Yeah, you can find him on his off time out on a yacht, like sailing out on a lake or something. But
what are you talking about? He's on a yacht right now. It just kind of looks like his apartment.
Yeah, that looks strangely familiar.
Whoa, sorry, hit away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But we also have joining us Richie Goodacre. How's it going?
What's up? Jacob Harbour sounds like a place in Australia that I'd frequent.
You can't.
Never mind. It'll be fun. I have to step out and about now, but I will come back. I will be back. I'll be back in and out. I'll be like a ghost.
All right, cool. Sounds good. And then we'll probably have one more person possibly join us a little later. Jordan Owens might make an appearance. We'll see. He's coming back from out of town, so I told him it's really up to him, whatever he wants to do. So, but yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll jump into it. So, Austin, if you want to break it down how it's going to work, and I'll bring up the tournament bracket.
Everybody on here has been on this before, but for anybody who might be tuning in, it's Tournament Fights. It's a March Madness style bracket. Everything's been randomized, no seeds, and it's a 128 episode, so we only have half of Jordan's 128 in this one. The other half will be in another episode about a month from now. So we don't know which half of it. We've expanded on his top 64, one that we've all done over the past year and a half. So we're kind of expanding on that. And we'll just go up and down the ladder. The order will change each time as far as who goes first. And everybody will just vote quickly on which one they'd like to see go through. It's pretty simple.
Yep. Yeah, super simple format. And just to remind everyone that you do have to vote no matter what, even if you haven't seen either one. So just make up a reason, any reason at all. You can be creative with your reason, or you can be logical. Like it really doesn't matter. So, but we'll go ahead and we'll get into it. So let's see. I'm just adjusting my screen so it displays right on my screen. Okay. So I'll reveal the first matchup. First up, we got Fast 5. Yes, I'm a big fan of the Fast and Furious. You'll see probably multiple entries in here up against Zombieland. So, and we'll start with Richie. Yeah.
Well, Fast Five is probably the best Fast and Furious movie. I'm just saying it because that's when The Rock comes in, but like he definitely elevates that. I think this is the movie where they realize what the Fast franchise is, and they just go balls to the wall silly. And yeah, it is one of the better Fast movies. But there's every time Zombieland pops up, I can't go past it. I think it's fantastic. The characters are great opening with who from their bell tolls. So I'll go Zombieland, but much like the Fast 5, I think it's a better one. So Zombieland.
Yeah, sounds good. Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I do like the Fast and the Furious movies. Fast 5 isn't my favorite one, but I really love Zombieland. I think it's great. So I have to go with Zombieland himself.
Yeah, sounds good. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, kind of the same thing. I enjoy Fast 5. I think it's the best of the series in my opinion. But Zombieland has Emma Stone, and Emma Stone will win for me almost every time.
Yeah, it's hard to vote against her. But Austin, what do you think?
Fast 5 may be the best of the series, but my personal favorite, I think, is still Too Fast, Too Furious. I'm not really sure why. I just really like that movie.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
And it's the one I put on to test any kind of new sound system I have with the opening Ludacris song. So because it pumps the bass up.
It's curious that your favorite is the one that doesn't have Vin Diesel in it.
I know. They might not. Yeah, but when you go back and watch it now, you're like, this is kind of refreshing that Vin Diesel's not brooding all over this movie. It's just kind of fun. So,
I mean, Vin Diesel's acting is very wooden, so
yeah.
But I'm going to go with Zombieland just for the reason that I've been to Pacific Playland. It's called Wild Adventures in Valdosta, Georgia, and I used to go there a lot when I lived about 2 hours from there in Jacksonville. So I'll vote for Zombieland for that reason.
Nice. Well, funny enough, Too Fast, Too Furious probably is my least favorite of the franchise, just because they put Tyrese in like more of like a leading role, and like I don't really like Tyrese to begin with, so I'm kind of like,
He's the least annoying in that movie, though. He's actually pretty good in that one. Like they overdid his character later, but if you go back and watch it, it's kind of just a refreshing, simple, fun movie. That's why I kind of like it. It's not too complicated.
It's
not too simple. Too silly, you know.
Right. But I'll probably vote for Fast 5 just because, it's debatable between this Fast and Furious and one other one as to which one is my actual favorite. So you may see a couple more pop up. I'll just say that, but I'm not sure if it'll be this half of my 128 or my next one. We'll have to find out. But yeah, I'll vote Fast 5. But Zombieland's great. Like it's a tough one, but yeah, I'm just too big of a Fast and Furious fan because like the first Fast and Furious movie came out right when I was in high school, like a sophomore in high school or something, and like I grew up with like everybody at my high school getting all all the rice burners or whatever you want to call them. I don't know if they're supposed to call them that anymore, but that's what they called them back then. And so that they like had all these souped up cars and all that stuff, and like everyone got like Mitsubishi Eclipses from the movie and stuff. So yeah, I'll go Fast Five.
All right.
But what are the votes at? I think it's Zombieland.
Zombie.
I don't know, 4-1.
All right.
Mhm.
4-1. All right, cool. Then up next we have Avengers Endgame because I like it better than Infinity War personally. Up against Gran Torino. Get off my lawn. But we'll start with Malcolm.
This is actually pretty tough for me because like I've only seen Gran Torino once. I watched that when we did Eastwood directed movies and on rank them. But I really do love Avengers Endgame. And I'm gonna have to slightly give my vote to the Endgame. So
Yeah. Sounds good. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, I think both of these movies are great. And Avengers Endgame is probably my favorite of the two. But I'm gonna use the logic. Avengers Endgame shows up a lot on these lists. Gran Torino doesn't. Gran Torino is gonna get my vote.
Yeah. That's fair enough because you can vote literally for any reason. It does not matter here. So yep. Austin, what do you think?
I'm gonna vote for Gran Torino because it's in my top 100, and Endgame is not. So yeah.
Yeah, Gran Torino for me is probably my favorite Clint Eastwood movie. Like, I just really like the relationship that he builds with like the Asian neighbors that he has, and like he kind of has some racist tendencies during the beginning of the movie, but then he really grows to form a bond with them, and some especially when some crazy things happen. But I mean, Avengers Endgame is a movie that I saw 3 times in theaters. It just blew me away, and even now when I know that some of the emotional beats are coming up, like I still kind of get the chills, maybe even a little teary-eyed still sometimes. So I think I got to go with Avengers Endgame here. So, but Richie, what do you think? You got the tiebreaker, so you get to decide.
Well, yeah, I'm also in the camp that I like Infinity War better, and I think Gran Torino is like I'm a bit hit or miss with Clint Eastwood, especially his latter stuff. But yeah, but I like Gran Torino. So guess what? Endgame gets out the first round because that's
Ooh.
Oh, Gran Torino tells Endgame to get off the damn lawn, kicks it out of the first round.
All right.
Well, I want to see if it's in my top 10 because whenever one of my top 10 gets eliminated, I want to reveal it. But I think that one.
I'll share some background information. Jordan sent me an invite to come watch the show, so I think I'll do that.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Was that to you?
Not just watching the show. I'm on the show right now. So, yes.
I've been sending out links to people who might
You
want
got
to
too
tune
many
in. Maybe I sent one to you, but yeah, I've got too many things. But Avengers Endgame is not in my top 10, so yeah, I'll just say that. But yeah,
All right.
probably a bit of an upset, but we like upsets on tournament fights, so it makes it fun. So we got
Anarchy starting already.
Yeah. We got Back to the Future, which is another one that shows up a lot here. Up against D2, the Mighty Ducks, because I'm a big Mighty Ducks guy. So, Jacob.
Yeah, it does show up a lot, and for good reason. It's just a damn good movie. The Mighty Ducks franchise is a lot of fun, but it's no Back to the Future for me. I adore Back to the Future. It's in my top 10, so I'm gonna give Back to the Future my vote.
Yeah, sounds good. Austin, what do you think?
Well, as much as Jordan loves Back to the Future, I'm going to throw him a bone and just vote for D2 because why the fuck not?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I think I got to go Back to the Future here. And D2 is great because I'm a big fan of Emilio Estevez. Like, I think he's kind of like the heart and soul, like especially him. And then if you were to pick one of the kids, probably Charlie, like those two. But I just like the D2 over the first one just because they introduced a lot of people like Kenan Thompson and they have the Bash Brothers. They got the cowboy guy that's roping people. They got Luis Mendoza. They introduced all these new kids to the team, but yeah, Back to the Future is an all-time classic. So I mean, and Michael J. Fox is my favorite actor of all time. So I got to go Back to the Future. So, Richie, yeah.
I like Back to the Future. I'm not like as big on it as other people are, to be honest. I like it a bit, quite a bit, but yeah. And I see that you met Chris. I've also met Christopher Lloyd at our Comic Con from Supernova.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
He's a pretty quiet guy. Like when I met him, like I was like Marty in the dock. Yeah, he's like very nice and just like shook my hand. He was just kind of quiet. He's old, so.
Yeah. I met him on a total of 0 hours sleep, so that was interesting.
Nice.
But I like Mighty Ducks. I need to go back rewatch them. I haven't watched them in a while, but yeah, D2 is one of my favorite ones in the franchise. So I'm gonna go D2.
Well, Malcolm, I guess we have a tie, so you can break the tie.
Yep. And using Jacob Logic's one before, Back to the Future comes up a lot. D2.
Sure.
No, that's not Jacob Logic. Jacob Logic is if both of these were in front of me right now, which one would I choose to watch? That's Jacob Logic.
Yeah.
This movie is showing up a lot. Logic is everyone else.
Okay.
Well, the good thing for me is that
which you just used last week.
Yeah,
I did. Yes,
yeah.
yes. But that's not Jacob Logic.
You don't want your name to that logic.
Yeah. The good thing for me is that all of these are all my favorite movies. So like whichever one makes it, I don't care. It's not really.
I mean, I should hope so.
Yeah, right. It's my list. So
Kristen Stewart movie doing here.
yeah, right. Freaking
Twilight. Jeez, what happened?
That's one thing that you never see is a Kristen Stewart movie. If you do our
Was that
bottom
movie 43 here?
Yeah.
43, excellent.
But
After these last two matchups, the theme of the night is anarchy, so anything can happen.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, up next we have Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring. Right? Is that what it is, or the Return?
Okay, Return of the King.
Oh, yeah, it's Return of the King. Okay.
Return of the King,
I was gonna say because the graphic based on that looks like Return of the King. Okay, so Return of the King versus the Sandlot. That's what we got. So Austin,
Me first. I'm just not as big a Lord of the Rings fan as everybody. I do enjoy them, but I'm not like a big geek for Lord of the Rings. I bombed terribly every time it came up in our geek tag team match that me and Jordan had. So I could answer way more trivia questions about the Sandlot. So I'll go with the Sandlot.
Yeah, and I forgot to mention last round that the Back to the Future is my number 6 all time. So that's out of there. So. But I am gonna vote for the Lord of the Rings. Like I'm a huge Sandlot fan. Like I really want to go visit where it was filmed because I have family down in the area, and I've been 5 minutes away from the actual field where they had the Sandlot, the actual Sandlot, but with someone who was in like a big hurry and couldn't stop or something, so you couldn't stop. But one of these days, but Lord of the Rings is a near perfect trilogy for me. So yeah, Return of the King, all the way. Richie.
Yeah, I mean, I came to Sandlot late, so I don't have that kind of nostalgia thing for Sandlot as other people do. And Lord of the Rings, I kind of grew up on these movies. I don't love them as much as my family does. Like I enjoy them. I enjoy the experience watching it. I remember watching the Return of the King it was almost like I think it was like a school excursion, and then people because kids that age were annoyed because this movie has 5 different endings. Because people were like, yeah, it's ending, and then Frodo's in bed. Fuck off, no. Anyway,
Yep.
So I'll go Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Well, Malcolm?
I went to a sneak preview. I won tickets on radio real quick to see an early showing 3 days in advance of Return of the King, and I took a friend of mine at school who was a big Lord of the Rings fan, and the audience kept almost getting up every time one of those endings came up, started moving in the chair, and there was another
Like,
scene, and
like,
everybody's like,
oh,
and everybody goes
yeah,
again
sit back down.
after
Yeah, yeah, it's funny. But Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't get the love for the Sandlot. I just think it's not good. Lord of the Rings is easy. It's easy for me.
Well, it's because you're not from America, and baseball is like the American pastime.
America. I don't know, I like
Yeah.
some baseball movies. But yeah, I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah. But Jacob?
Yeah, no, I too think the Lord of the Rings is a near perfect trilogy. I have them in my top 64. They might even be in my top 30. I absolutely love them. I think The Return of the King is my favorite. With that said, I'm going to give my vote to The Sandlot.
Ooh, all right.
Order
Sure.
two.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
with that, it's
42
still 3 to 2 for Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it's
Okay.
3-2.
Okay. Yeah, 3-2 for Lord of the Rings. Yeah. All right. Well, up next we got Scream going up against Captain America, the First Avenger.
First
Yeah.
Avenger.
Yeah.
Jordan.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, this one's tougher than I would have thought because, like, Captain America: The First Avenger really holds up for me. Like, I like it more every time that I watch it. Like the first time that I saw it, like I was a little lower on it, but yeah, I've given it several rewatches. And it's a really good movie. Like some really solid relationships. A lot more kind of grounded, you could say, for a superhero movie than some of the other ones. I mean, still it's like fantasy superhero, but I mean, but still, Scream though it is my second favorite horror movie of all time because for a while I've been saying it's my favorite, but I forgot about what my actual like favorite was. I don't know how I did, but it might come up here. But it's my favorite franchise. I'll say that. So yeah, so it's just hard for me to really ever vote against Scream. Like it's like I almost want to vote for it anytime it shows up, no matter what. So yeah, and it's just so well written with like the dialogue and how it gets kind of meta in some places and yeah, just like I think that the killer is one of the coolest killers, slashers, that kind of thing. So yeah, Scream. But Richie?
Yeah, I mean, Scream shows up here a lot, but for good reason. It's and it's also one of my favorite movies. I'm not according to Tournament Fights, apparently that's John Wick, but
Yeah.
Matt Scream is my favorite movie. Yeah, and look, if it was a gap against like Winter Soldier, I'd probably think about like, yeah, we talk about Scream too much, but like, and First Avenger is fine, that's good. I think Red Skull's one of the better villains in the MCU. So yeah, like it gets points to that, but I can't go past Scream in this instance, so I'll go Scream.
Yeah, sounds good. Malcolm?
Yeah, I think Captain America: The First Avenger is just really underrated. It doesn't get as much love as it should. It's a good movie, but that being said, I really love the first Scream. It might actually pop up on my own, in my own top 100.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Scream.
Yeah, we got one vote in the chat for Captain America. So, but
The Hobbit.
yeah, but Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, if this was any other movie in the MCU featuring Captain America, this might be tough. I think Captain America: The First Avenger is good, but it's not my favorite Captain America, and I think he's really good in like all the Avenger movies. I like him more. It's a good origin story, but maybe I'm just on a Scream high because of the show Austin and I did about a month and a half ago, something like that, where we talked about all 5 of the Scream movies, which you can check out on this channel. Just go look for a podcast about movies. It was a fun time, and yeah, so I had actually just recently rewatched it, and it's it's an iconic movie. There's a reason it's still being talked about 25 years later. The iconic villain, that whole twist at the beginning where Drew Barrymore actually dies, and at the time you probably didn't see that coming. So,
Damn, spoilers. Shit.
All right, I didn't mean to spoil a 25-year-old movie for you guys.
Man.
But Drew Barrymore dies at the beginning.
I didn't actually watch it for Joe Jacob confession time, so yeah, I didn't know that.
I'm gonna go Scream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Austin.
Yeah. If it was Scream versus Winter Soldier, yeah, that would be a way tougher one. Although I really do like the first Avenger, especially the first 45 minutes or an hour of that movie. So, but I'll go Scream as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, like for me, I just like Chris Evans cast as Captain America. I think that's really good casting. It's probably in my top 3 like superhero castings of all time. It's not my favorite of all time. I'll give that to Hugh Jackman in my favorite movie Logan, but he's up there for sure. So,
Just gave away your favorite movie. Come on.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's widely known in these circles what my favorite movie is. Like people know what it is. So yeah. But moving on, we got Mystery Man going up against Blind Spotting. Ooh. All right. So let's see.
Richie.
Are we back to Richie? Okay. Yeah. Richie.
I mean, I still haven't seen Blind Spotting from when we talked about it last time. I know
It's so good.
It gets brought up a lot. I'm sure it's a good movie, but I do love me some Mystery Men. I still think it's underrated. I haven't seen it in a while though. But yeah, I wish they did a sequel to this. But I don't kind of want it now. But yeah, I'm sure they might reboot it at one point, which is annoying. But yeah, I'll go Mystery Men. I think it's an underrated superhero film.
Yeah, and I got another vote in the chat. We got to Hobbit again for Blind Spotting. We'll see how it goes. But Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, you'd think with the amount of times Blind Spotting's been popping up of late, I would have seen it by now.
Yeah, seriously, you got to get on that.
But yeah, I really do love Mystery Men. I don't know if I want I actually want a sequel to this. I wouldn't mind an actual movie, an actual TV series of Mystery Men. Now I think that could be really interesting as well. But my vote is going to go Mystery Men.
Yeah, sounds good. Jacob?
Well, I haven't seen Mystery Men. But I have
Ooh.
seen Blind Spotting, and I've seen it multiple times because it is great. It is so good. Just the performances from David Diggs and Raphael Casal are phenomenal. And just that final rap scene in the basement, like, man, that's like one of my favorite scenes of the last 10 years. Just that scene alone, it's great. I'm gonna go Blind Spotting pretty easily here.
Yeah. Austin, what do you think?
Yeah, I saw Blind Spotting fairly recently. It was good, but it didn't knock my socks off like it did with everybody else. Like maybe if I revisit it in a year or two, it will. But yeah, I like Mystery Men a lot. I think it's a nice little underrated movie that doesn't get talked about a lot and doesn't get brought up a lot as far as sort of one of these goofy, weird superhero movies that we don't get kind of stuff like this too much anymore. It's one of those weird 90s movies that I like. So I'll go Mystery Man.
Yeah. I can't remember the name of the director who directed Mystery Men, but I think that it's a female, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember 100% though, so don't quote me on that. But I know that it's a one-off director. They only directed this and maybe a couple like kind of like really small projects. And that's
Kinka Usher.
I need to look up directors and play the director game at some point tonight. the filmography.
Right. But
we run through.
His IMDb says he's a director of television commercials.
Yeah, but he hasn't really done anything else. So that's pretty good for just like a one-off movie because it's a lot of fun. Like Mystery Men, if you haven't seen it, you got all these people that just do crazy things. Like Ben Stiller literally just gets angry, and then you have a girl that just throws bowling balls. You got a guy that just throws forks at people. You got a guy with a shovel. They're not really even real superheroes per se, but they're just a ragtag group of vigilantes.
And you got Kel Mitchell who thinks he's invisible, right?
Yeah, he thinks he's invisible and he takes off his clothes and he's just naked. Yeah, but and then you got the spleen too that just farts. Like that's one of his powers, I guess. And so, but but I do really like Greg Kinnear as like Captain Fantastic, I think, or something like that, Mr. Fantastic. But and then you got Jeffrey Rush as Casanova Frankenstein. So it's a pretty fun cast. But Blind Spotting, though, when I saw this thing and like it just blew me out of the water. This movie hit me hard to where I kind of had almost like a visceral reaction to it because I like that. And I've mentioned this before on the show, but like how it does all the racism stuff, it doesn't beat you over the head with it. Like you just kind of get it subtly throughout, and then it's just about the friendship and them kind of surviving in the area where they live. And yeah, it's super powerful. So yeah, I'm gonna vote Blind Spotting. So, but Richie.
I vote.
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised. Obviously, like when you think like Keenan and Kel, you think Kel Mitchell's probably gonna break out and be like the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Keenan's the one who's where.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. But what are the votes at?
Mystery Men, 3-2.
Oh, Mystery Man. All right.
Mhm.
Well, let me double check. I got my top 10.
I've already given up all hope for this episode.
Which I think it's just outside my top 10, but it's higher. So yeah, right. It's kind of chaotic, but we got The Matrix going up against Casino Royale. So we'll start with Malcolm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is slightly tough movies. I do like Casino Royale, but Casino Royale isn't my favorite of the Craig Bonds. But the Matrix is really good, so I'm going to go Matrix.
Yeah, sounds good. Jacob?
And I have not seen Casino Royale, so I will go with the movie that I have seen, and that is The Matrix.
Get on that. That's good.
Yeah. It's a good one.
Tell me what to do, Richie.
Yeah. But Austin?
We'll have to do a show, Jacob, of the Daniel Craig Bonds, or maybe kind of work our way through the Bond series and break them down by Bond or something. Yeah, maybe eventually. Just do like a ongoing series, so stretch it out. But yeah, I like Casino Royale a lot. It gets better every time I watch it. But Matrix is like a top 25er for me, and still works and still great. So yeah, the lobby scene maybe like top 5 greatest scenes of all time, personally.
Oh yeah,
so, Matrix.
Definitely. Yeah, and got a couple people tuning in. We got friend of the show, Moose Hawes. He's going for Casino here. What's up, Moose? And then we got the Hobbit going for Matrix. So we'll see. But yeah, for me, like the Matrix for a long time, I made it known that it was my favorite movie of all time because it's one of those movies that just hit me when I first saw it. That's usually what'll bump it up. Is like if it hits me really hard the first time that I see it and just like blows my mind. I'm like, what am I watching? This is like amazing. And funny enough, I missed the Matrix when it was in theaters. I was late to it, so I just saw it like over at a friend's house. But we watched it twice. So watched it one time, and I spent the night over there, and then watched it a second time in the morning. So, but yeah, that lobby scene is it's just classic when he walks to the metal detector. He's like, "Sir, can you empty any metal objects you might have on your person?" And he just opens his coat, and it's like a whole bunch of guns everywhere. so yeah, but Casino Royale is great too because it's kind of Daniel Craig. I feel like one of his most suave and kind of debonair portrayals of James Bond in a movie from him. So I really like that, and just getting back to being at the casino table and like all the tension you have there and stuff. It's a fun time, but I got to go with The Matrix. It's just a little higher on my list, actually a lot higher. So yeah, The Matrix. But Richie?
Matrix is the first movie. I mean, I saw it at the movies, but it's the first movie I saw. One of the first movies that came out on DVD when that was a new thing. And so that's the first thing I watched on DVD. They had a cool function on that called White Rabbit. So you'd watch the movie, but then a White Rabbit would appear, and then you click on it, and it would just show you how they made that scene. It was kind of cool.
Okay, nice.
But yeah, so yeah, and it's a really, really great movie. And then I remember I was watching Casino Royale because I was me and my family were in France, and then this movie came out, and then like everybody was jet lagged, and I dragged my dad to it, and he was like barely awake, and then like there's like rowdy. I was it was actually I was in London, and there's this rowdy like French tourists were in there. It's like, oh, my dad goes to the usher. He's like, they're not going to this theater, are they? It's like, yeah. And then like, and he's like in the shittiest mood. He's in the shittiest mood. But then like after the movie started, he popped right back up and he loved it. So yeah. So I think Casino Royale is my second favorite Daniel Craig Bond, behind Skyfall. And so it's really tough. I think this movie is really great, but I'm gonna go Matrix because that's on my top 64.
Well, I wish The Matrix was my first DVD I ever owned. My first DVD was Mission Impossible 2. Wah, wah.
Well, Richie, I have a very similar story. We got a computer that had a DVD-ROM drive, and we had this thing that came with it that was like a voucher for 2 DVDs, because DVDs, excuse me, were new, and The Matrix and Rush Hour were our first 2 DVDs. Little snap case. Yeah. And I remember being like, you mean I could just click back and watch the lobby scene all over again and I don't even have to push rewind? I was like, what?
Yeah, nice. Yeah, Rush Hour 2 was actually the very last VHS I ever bought. So, yeah. It was right during that transition period. But yeah, The Matrix it is. Moving on. So, let's see. Up next, we got Falling Down going up against The Wolverine. So, it's Jacob first. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah. Still haven't seen Falling Down. Heard pretty good things about it, so I'm looking forward to watching it. Hopefully it's available streaming somewhere soon. The Wolverine, I enjoy it. It's not one that I go back to very often. When I say very often, I mean at all. I haven't revisited it since the time I watched it.
You should. Because besides the ending, like it kind of gets better for me. Just besides the ending.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think just because of my level of curiosity for Falling Down, I will give it my vote.
Yeah. For whatever reason, Falling Down. It's not available on any stream. You can rent it, but you can't just like stream it anywhere. It's weird. But Austin.
Yeah, I don't think I've revisited The Wolverine since theaters, honestly, and I haven't had any inclination to. But whatever, I'll rewatch it at some point. But Falling Down rules. I've been a big fan of that movie for a long time, and I think it's Joel Schumacher's most underrated, underappreciated movie. It's really, really great. So I'm a big fan of Falling Down. So I'll go for that.
Yeah. Well, the Wolverine for me, like it's just like I'm a fan of Logan and just a fan overall of Hugh Jackman as this character, and also I'm a big fan of Japanese culture in general, just kind of the whole honoring your family and like a lot of the technology and like things over there. I've always really wanted to go to Japan, but like for me, like it's probably not even close to where Falling Down ends up on my list. I have Falling Down a lot higher. And like just the crazy stuff he has to go through during that day. I like some of the stuff I've had like some thoughts about from time to time, but like I'm never gonna like actually do what he does because he like straight up I think like kills a couple of people and like just goes nuts. So yeah, I'll say Falling Down though. But Richie.
Yeah, the Wolverine. I mean, it's good, but like it's coming off the back of X-Men Origins Wolverine, which is not great. So anything by that is good.
But a vast improvement.
It's good by comparison, but it's still like not. It's still not there yet as far as a great movie. It's still like it's fine, but like it's still had a lot of room to improve. So yeah, I haven't gone back to it either. It's just like I'm surprised to see it on the list, but it's cool. It's on the list. I might watch it again sometime. But yeah, Falling Down is great, and it's fantastic. So yeah, it's just pretty easy for me. Falling Down.
Yeah, we got Reefism in the chat voting for Falling Down, so I'm gonna vote for that. But Malcolm, what do you think?
There's a very misleading poster for Falling Down. It looks like he's standing up.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dad.
Yes.
But yeah, I've not even heard of Falling Down at all.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
But I actually really do like the Wolverine. I'm going to go the Wolverine.
Yeah. But I think Falling Down takes it. But
Yeah, 4-1.
got some love for the Wolverine though. Yeah.
It's just
And also,
it's one of those fantasy movies of like if you just had the worst day and you just said fuck it, this is gonna be like my last day ever.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's
Yep,
great.
exactly. Yeah, like anyone who even remotely pisses me off, I'm gonna deal with it in the harshest way possible. So yeah. But we got Toy Story 3 up against John Carter.
John Carter.
Is one of my guilty pleasures. Like not only do I do like this movie, I freaking love this movie. Like I don't know, like it's way higher than anyone that would ever have it on their list. But but let's see who's first.
It's gonna be me. So
Okay.
I do not like John Carter. I hated it when I saw it. I thought it was of 10 different sci-fi movies all mashed into one. Me and my friend had a game while we were watching it, naming all the scenes ripped off of other movies. So I'm not a fan. Toy Story is really good. Third and one, is not my favorite of the series, but it's still very, very good. And any movie that has a reference to Cool Hand Luke, one of my top 64, can't be all that bad. So Toy Story 3.
Yeah. Toy Story 3 is my favorite of the series, just because like all the things like that's already been said about it. You know, the incinerator scene where they're holding hands, they're about to die. Then you got the where you have a grown up Andy giving his toys away, and then also when they go to the daycare, like it's literally like the prison yard. Like you have the warden that's the Lotso, and then you have Buzz Lightyear getting put in the hole, and you have all these kind of cool like similarities to that. So I like that aspect of it too. So, but I mean, I just kind of want to give some love to John Carter, just because I can kind of see where this is probably going to go. But like I just really like it because I'm a big Taylor Kitsch fan. Like I've been a fan of his since day one when I saw him on Friday Night Lights. But and like just like what he has to go through, because it's a sci-fi movie, but it's also like a love story, and when he finally leaves, he has to like try to find his way back to Mars, and it takes him 7 years to freaking figure it out and be able to get back there. And then also the movie starts out as a Western, and you have Bryan Cranston as the sheriff in there, and some pretty cool like Western scenes and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna give some love for John Carter. I'll vote John Carter. But
I was gonna say Owens is here.
Yeah. But that'll be a perfect timing, because I know you got to leave after this round for a little bit, Richie. So you can give your thoughts and then just jump off if you need to.
Yeah. I'll try and be back there. Hopefully it takes long. But yeah, no. John Carter's interesting. John Carter's a movie that I saw, I liked, and then like I think the next week I was out with a friend, and then like we're at the movies, and then like there was like fuck all else on, so I just pretended I hadn't seen John Carter, so I saw it twice in 2 weeks, even though it's not a movie. Yeah, it really should just, I don't know what it should do. It should be called John Carter from Mars, which is the initial title. Like John Carter, name for a Disney movie. Anyway, but Toy Story 3 is one of my favorite movies. It
sounds like Get Carter is what it sounds like.
Toy Story 3 is one of my favorite. It was on my top 64. You mentioned the incinerator scene, but it's still emotional. Then friend gave me shit for it, but hey, look, I'm a man, show my emotions. Thank you. It's great. It's the best one of the trilogy, because the fourth one is the next season. I'll go Toy Story 3.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, we'll keep going around the horn, and when we get to everyone, we'll get to Mr. Owens, who just jumped in. Welcome, Jordan.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good. See you, Richie. But Malcolm, what do you think here?
Yeah, somewhere out there, PJ Campbell's happy that John Carter's on your list because
Yeah.
I know he likes this movie as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good.
I like Toy
Somebody
Story 3. I don't think it's the best of the quadrilogy. But you know what? I'm gonna give my vote to John Carter because I think Toy Story's gonna come up again on this list.
Yeah, we'll see. But Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, I've never seen John Carter. Never really had any desire to. I've never really looked into what the movie's actually about. So
Don't watch any of the trailers because it's horribly marketed, and the trailers don't really like tell you what it's about. So yeah, just like read about it.
But Toy Story 3 is really great. I think it's a great cap to the trilogy. And then I do enjoy Toy Story 4. I think it's a nice, kind of epilogue to the trilogy. It kind of, this is where Woody's going now. So I make that argument that it is a trilogy. And
Yep.
great way to end it. Toy Story 3 is going to get my vote.
Oh yeah. Well, JPO, what do you think here?
It doesn't
I'm
matter
muted.
what you think because you're muted.
Yeah, you're muted.
Yeah.
Oh, I am, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was shit talking you for so long, Jacob. No,
You know I
no,
can mute you again, right?
shut up, Jacob. Quit abusing your powers. No, I thought I walked into the wrong show because I was like John Carter on a best of list. All right,
Yes,
cool.
absolutely.
No, I don't mind John Carter. I don't know if the expectations actually helped because I feel like people dogged it, and it's a fun flick. Like I definitely got through it. I've only did the one watch, but I didn't mind it. But I love Toy Story 3, so I definitely got to give my vote to that here. There's four. There's four, guys. Calm down. The fourth one's good. Yes, this could have been kind of a perfect closer because I do think it's the funniest of all of them. I think it's obviously the most heart-rending of all of the Toy Stories. But yeah, the fourth one's still pretty good too. But we're talking about the third one. I think it's fantastic. I gotta go with my vote for that.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, Toy Story's we're gonna move on, which I figured, so that's fine. But up next we have Zoolander going up against X2. You can see my love for Hugh Jackman as Wolverine coming out here. But
Jordan, you're
see
up.
who's first. It's me. Okay. Yeah, this one's tougher than I would have thought because like I have X2 pretty high on my list because it's my favorite X-Men movie of all of them, of any of them. Just because I just really like some of the team ups here. I like that they have Nightcrawler. That opening scene with Nightcrawler is really badass, like in the White House and everything. I wish they would have kept Alan Cummings as Nightcrawler. Like he just kind of vanished for X3. Not really. Like,
And Alan Cummings was like, "This makeup takes too long. Peace."
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
I really
Yeah.
wish he would return instead of Jake Gyllenhaal too.
Yeah. Yeah. Spoiler alert. No, just kidding. No. But Zoolander's fun because like one of my best friends growing up was like we would watch this movie on repeat all the time. We would quote it all the time, like the orange mocha frappuccino, and then we would just play the Jitterbugs song, even though we'd have no right to even care about that song besides it being in this movie. But or like when he's down in the mines, he's like, I think I got a case of the black lung pops. Doing that off. Yeah, or like John Voight as his pops in the movie. He's like, you're just up there parading yourself around on stage with your wiener hanging out for everyone to see. Like he's just like fully embarrassed of his model son or whatever. So yeah, so I am going to gosh, it's tough. I'm gonna vote Zoolander just because like Hugh Jackman Wolverine is gonna show up multiple times, so I'll give some love to Zoolander. But Zoolander, there's only one Zoolander. There's no sequel. It's only one movie. So, but
What are you talking about? It's a completely underrated, great sequel, right, Jacob?
Yeah.
We talked about that.
We talked
Right.
about that.
Yeah.
What? I hope
Very
there's some
underrated.
sort of joke here.
Yeah, there's a joke there.
Okay.
It's completely a joke.
But One of these days, I'll have to post pictures of me and my best friend dressed up for the sequel because I was working in a movie theater and I wore like a sparkly zebra print
Is
suit.
there
and
aftermath of
dyed
you both crying out of the
Yeah.
what the movie's
yeah,
done?
yes,
Mhm.
there like probably is like something like that, but
What's that?
but even like dyed my hair black. I did all that stuff, but JPO, what do you think here?
Let's see your blue steel, Jordan.
I'm not very good at it. Well, I could try. I could.
There you go. There
I
you
could do
go.
that. Yeah.
Mine's right there.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's the best
Yeah.
blue steel. And a blue steel book. Oh my God. Did they do that
I
on
just hold it.
purpose?
The rest of the
Yeah.
book.
Yeah.
It just dawned on me.
It's called the Blue Steelbook Edition.
Okay, I'm a genius, but they thought of it already. All right, my bad. I do also got some love for Zoolander, man. This movie has warmed up to me almost every rewatch. I just think it's really funny. They got a big world here. I was excited for that sequel, but again, we won't talk about that sequel. That is a worthy one to Voldemort and act like that doesn't exist. But yeah, the first one's a lot of fun, a lot of good quotes, a lot of great cameos here. Duchovny, everyone. But again, kind of like similar with the last round, X2 is one, if not my favorite X-Men, man. That first one I think is maybe underrated. And then this next one was, I think, really showing kind of what comic book films could do at the time and really being another a great entry here. You mentioned Alan Cumming, absolutely great as Nightcrawler. People still want to see more of him. Really ramping up the story with Magneto, and Brian Cox is great in it too. Such a human villain and such a great mutant world, but he's so good in it. So I gotta go X2. Maybe my favorite X-Men movie. So
Yeah. But there is one thing that I bring up from Zoolander 2 that like does kind of make me a chuckle is Benedict Cumberbatch is a character All, where he's like an all-gendered person or a non-gendered or something. But like they ask him what he is, if he's male or female, and he's like All is all, and like he's just like looks like this kind of really weird looking guy. But yeah, beyond that, there's not much to like about the sequel. But Malcolm.
Yeah, I just quickly read up about why Alan Cumming didn't come back. He actually chose not to come back because he didn't like it was actually to do with the makeup, and he didn't like the long time it took to make up. They did give his character a explanation in the X-Men official game, which was set between X2 and X-Men 3. And like in that game, they said he went back to live a quiet life in Germany, and he didn't want to be an X-Men because of their violent nature and all that. But that being said, this matchup is easy for me. I do not get the love for Zoolander. I don't think it's funny. I've tried watching it many times and not laughed once. And Zoolander 2 is just even worse somehow. So it's easily X2 for me.
Yeah. You're not a fan of male model humor, Malcolm? Yeah, but
do I look like a male model?
Yeah.
well, that Jacob Barber's so hot
no
right
comment.
now.
Yeah. But Jacob, did you vote? You didn't vote.
I have not voted.
Okay. Yeah.
I enjoy Zoolander. It's been a long time since I've revisited it, but I do remember
Watch your
really
Blu-ray.
enjoying it, getting some laughs. Jordan, don't interrupt me.
Interrupt Daddy when he's speaking.
I really enjoy X2. Hugh Jackman is one of my favorite actors. The character of Wolverine is one of my favorite comic book characters. I think X2 is the best of like the team up films. I think Logan is also my favorite, like, Wolverine movie. So I will go X2 over Zoolander here.
Yeah. And did you vote Austin? You
Not yet.
Yet. Okay. Yeah.
Well, I'm easily. This is pretty easy for me. I'm with Malcolm. I don't like Zoolander. Never have. Never will. Tried multiple times. I don't like it. It's not funny. X2 easily.
Yeah. Well, I'll just say that a male model's life is a precious, precious commodity, and that you two can't not die in a freak gasoline fight accident. Which is just
Gasoline fight.
Yeah. You have good times. But moving on, we got Poltergeist up against 1917. So, JPO, you're up first.
This one will be easy for me. I don't think, at least definitely not anytime recently, have I seen from beginning to end the original Poltergeist. Saw the remake. I loved 1917. This thing I thought, well, first of all, a great theater experience. Held my interest. I thought looked beautiful. Love the connection between the main two soldiers here. Kind of like Saving Private Ryan, we got some nice little cameos by other like bigger actors like Cumberbatch again and whatnot. So I got a lot of love for 1917. So that's my vote.
Oh yeah, sounds good. Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, this is tough because like I've only seen 1917 once. Just like JPO though, I'm not too sure I've seen the original Poltergeist from start to finish. I know now, thanks to John Maher's horror trivia last night, that the portal was in the closet.
Yeah, we all got that wrong.
Yep.
Oh, damn. It's too bad I had to miss that because I had to take the airborne. I would have got that right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would.
So I think we all mostly said TV, but that being said, I'm going to go 1917 because I'm still salty about that question.
Yeah.
How was that
Sounds good.
tough? You saw one movie, you're not sure you saw the other one. It's not tough.
Yeah. But Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, this is tough for me too. Because I've seen 1917 a couple times, haven't seen Poltergeist at all, so makes it really tough to vote.
Yeah, real tough.
No, I love 1917. I think just like on a technical level, it's near perfect in that aspect. I absolutely love it. Deserved all the technical awards it received. And as far as the story too, like the story is really great. I'm gonna go 1917, but I'm very curious to check out Poltergeist. It's on the list of horror movies that I want to watch because I need to beef that list up.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Small list of horror movies I've seen.
Yeah. Well, Austin.
Yeah, Poltergeist is awesome. I'm surprised. Like, y'all haven't gotten around to it. It's really good. Yeah, my man Toby Hooper killing it with that. Great movie, great practical effects, good performances. Yeah, Jacob, we should do that or consider that as one of our franchises because there's 4 movies. So, maybe do it at some point. But because I really like Poltergeist 2 and 3, I think they're pretty underrated as well. So, I'll go with Poltergeist. I'll go with the horror movie here for sure.
Yeah, and 1917 is one of those movies that really blew me away when I saw it in theaters. It's definitely a theater experience. If I don't know if it's ever going to play in theaters again. If you missed it, you just try to watch on the biggest screen you can. But yeah, it's really cool how they kind of make it out to be like it was filmed all in one shot. Like I heard that there's maybe like 1 or 2 cuts, but it's basically done almost in one entire shot. And just the journey that these 2 soldiers have to go on during World War I. It's probably my favorite World War I movie that I've ever seen. Like it's really, really good. But Poltergeist was one of those movies that so growing up, I never watched very many horror movies, but this one was only rated PG, so I was able to watch it because it was just PG because it came up before they had a PG-13. So and it's one of the best Toby Hooper movies, and people like to claim that Steven Spielberg directed it. He produced it. He didn't direct it, and like really barely produced it. But yeah. Right.
Old people have said Toby Hooper directed that movie. I'm sick of that fucking urban legend, man.
No, yeah. But yeah, like that's some really terrifying scenes that just kind of pop up. I'm out of nowhere. Since most of you haven't seen it, I won't spoil anything. But and it has a really haunting kind of soundtrack. The la 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 la, like just like something like some haunting sounds from like kids and stuff. And yeah, like it's great. So I think I got to go with Poltergeist. Show some love for Poltergeist. So.
Yeah, thank you for not spoiling an over 30-year-old.
Yeah. Well, I figured since like most of you guys haven't seen it, I'll just not do it. But it'll be 1917 though. But check out Poltergeist if you haven't seen it. It's definitely
awesome.
Way better. And then the remake where they're literally using fake skeletons from like a costume shop and like horrible effects. Yeah. But up next, we got more of the Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw up against Mission Impossible, the original first one. So,
by the way, Poltergeist is on HBO Max, so get on it, y'all.
Nice.
I might do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, is it Malcolm
Malcolm.
first? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the first Mission Impossible is really good. But unfortunately, it's really eclipsed by all the sequels now. With the exception of one of them, but all the other sequels are all better than it. Hobbs and Shaw is my favorite of the Fast and Furious franchise, so I'm gonna go Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah. Sounds good. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, I enjoyed the first Mission Impossible. I need to get around to the rest of the series. I've only seen the first two, so the rest of the series is on my watch list. But Hobbs and Shaw was a pleasant surprise. I really enjoyed the chemistry between The Rock and Jason Statham. I thought they worked really well together. I think Idris Elba was a pretty decent villain, and I had a lot of fun with it. And so, because my expectations were met and then just, slightly exceeded by Hobbs and Shaw, I'm going to go Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah. Sounds good. Austin, what do you think?
I'm pretty sure I'm still sitting in the theater watching Hobbs and Shaw because I remember thinking that movie was never going to end when I watched it. Holy shit, is that movie just dragging ass? Yeah, I'm not a fan of Hobbs and Shaw. And I'm not a fan of some of these most recent Fast and Furious. They're way too damn bloated and long. But yeah, I like the original Mission Impossible. I revisited it fairly recently for me and Henry's show, and it's really good if you haven't gone back to it. Like, it's got the blueprint for all the rest of the movies. So yeah, I think it holds up. Mission Impossible.
Yeah. Yeah, Hobbs and Shaw was a movie that hooked me just from the very first trailers. Like, I remember them having some really memorable trailers. They had one where they played "Why Can't We Be Friends," and they had a few other ones where they're trying to knock down the door, and they're in two kind of similar rooms with all the henchmen, and then just like all the stunts are just massive and huge. Seeing Idris Elba in there, that's a fun time, and then going back to like Hobbs is like Samoan Islands or what, and like seeing his family. Like, all that's fun, and when
Hey, acknowledge his family.
Yeah.
It's a
Acknowledge
preview of Jacob. It's a preview of next year's WrestleMania with Rock and Roman Reigns.
Oh yeah. Yep.
which they teased on Young Rock.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
First ever Mania main event official on a sitcom.
I wonder if it'll be if Rock and Roman Reigns will be once in a lifetime, much like the Rock Cena match.
With the rematch a year later, yeah.
Yeah, but so for Mission Impossible, I'm gonna give a spoiler alert. You got 5 seconds to tune out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
For that movie?
So, well, yeah, just because it's an old movie.
You won't
but
spoil
giving,
Poltergeist, which will spoil Mission
giving people
Impossible.
at least a 5-second warning, and then I'm going to
Spoil
spoil it because yeah, but
Emilio Estevez dies, so we all know that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. That
Oh man!
I like in the beginning how pretty much his whole entire team just about dies, and so it kind of leaves him almost like a lone guy. I mean, I think one person does end up surviving, but they kind of kick it off with a bang where they're doing the disguises and the masks and the voice change and stuff right from the start. And then I was trying to look up who the actor is, but I forget the guy who plays one of the I think the head IMF guys that ends up going bad. He's coming back for this next Mission Impossible movie, so that's cool to see that connection there. But yeah, the first mission in Impossible, I think it's really underrated and it's really, really good. I'll give some love for Mission Impossible. I think this one's tough though. This one's pretty close for me, but yeah, Mission Impossible. But JPO?
No, I actually do think. Yeah, I agree that this one is a little tough. I think there's a lot of merit for both of these. They're kind of even for me. It's been a minute since I've seen the first Mission Impossible. Pez isn't wrong. I've stopped from rewatching Hobbs and Shaw sometimes because I'm like, I don't have 4 days, so I'm gonna watch something else because it is a long movie. Like it definitely is
Yeah,
the
it's
kind of
long.
one where it's like you could have wrapped this up 3 action scenes ago. You want to make a 2.5 hour movie, you don't necessarily need to, and it does suck away a little bit of the fun. But there's a lot of fun to be had in Hobbs and Shaw. Great chemistry. I can see obviously why they had to do this spinoff here. So I'll lean a little bit more towards that Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, but I'll say Hobbs and Shaw. It's a great superhero movie because the stuff those guys do in there is like it's like not possible.
Another reason why I go back to Fast and Furious, that was like an hour and 40 minutes, is before every one of them was like 2.5 hours. And it's just an easy watch.
Yeah,
That's why I
It
go
needed
back.
to be a little bloated, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, but what are the votes at?
For Hobbs and Shaw, 3-2.
Okay, Hobbs and Shaw. All right, moving on. Sounds good. Might get a Fast and Furious matchup somewhere down the road. Maybe we'll see.
We won't. They're too far apart.
I don't know. You never know. But
Damn.
up next we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: Secret of the Ooze going up against Whiplash. Kind of interesting matchup. So I think that's Jacob first. Yeah.
Man, this one is actually tough. I know which one's the better movie, but I think this time I'm going to vote for the movie I think is just a lot more fun, and I'm going to go TMNT 2.
Yeah.
I have more fun with it, and I think I know which way this may go.
Nah,
Yeah.
I'm afraid I don't trust any of you.
Yep. Well, Austin, what do you think?
Well, one of these movies has Kevin Nash and one does not. So I'm voting for Secret of the Ooze.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this one's way tougher than I would have thought. Like Whiplash is really good. It's one of those ones where that kind of viscerally, like it kind of got me, especially near the end. And J.K. Simmons, he plays a great villain. And yeah, but I mean, I think
Is he a villain though? Is he?
Yeah, maybe. But TMNT 2 has an even better villain with freaking the Shredder. The Shredder is like an all-timer for a villain, and like the way that he goes out in the garbage truck is good stuff. And then yeah, like it just had like a lot of things that I really like. Like I met Ernie Reyes Jr. at a comic convention. He played
Someday
Kino,
you might meet J.K. Simmons. Don't let that sway you.
Yeah. But he played Kino, the pizza delivery guy. I like some of the scenes at the beginning too. Like I want to shout out those scenes where they're in like some kind of mall and they're fighting with yo-yos and fighting with all that stuff. Because there's some kind of thing where they had to do that because they couldn't have that much violence. I don't know the whole story behind that.
They had a mandate from the studio that they couldn't use their weapons, so they never actually used their weapons in the movie ever.
Which is really weird. Yeah, like it doesn't really make
you go back
sense.
and watch it.
But they found some other kind of weird things they could use. But yeah. And then it has one of the like quotable scenes that I always quote, like just in like random and like my everyday life, where they're all eating pizza over at April's house, and they're like, "You want some napkins?" And then like Raphael's like, "What for?" And she's like, "I don't know," and she just throws them everywhere. So I would like do that to my parents sometimes, you know. But yeah,
I'm sure they love that joke.
yeah. But I don't throw napkins everywhere though. But
Sure.
But the TMNT 2, I'll vote for that. Yeah. Yep. Sorry.
I'm gonna vote for the more fun movie, Whiplash, because I have fun watching good movies. I'm crazy. I know. I'm TMT. Not your turn, Jacob. Not your turn. La 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 la. TMNT 2 is fine. Like you said, they can use their weapons. It's all right. It's enjoyable. But Whiplash is so fucking good. I'm semi-superstitious sometimes. And a couple years back, I think even this year, it might have been this year or last year, I was like, it's the first movie I want to watch because I want to start off the year on a hot streak. So you know what, guys? Yep. Good job. Get it? It's a Whiplash quote.
Yep. But TMNT 2, like, it's just weird because they can't use their weapons, and then they can't use Bebop and Rocksteady. They got to use like two like almost Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yeah, y'all voted for it. Y'all voted for it, so obviously can't be that bad.
But still, my entire childhood, so that's kind of why. But Malcolm,
Yeah, I've got a feeling every time Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comes up on Jordan's list, it's going to move forward. But
Maybe.
Secret of the Ooze is just not my tempo. Whiplash is the better movie,
Mm.
and that's what I'm going with.
Yeah.
Well, 3-2. It's Secret of the
Secret of the
Ooze.
Ooze.
So, yeah, it's moving on.
Where's Richie when
Yeah.
you need him?
Yeah, right.
Probably would have voted
I
for
told you
TMNT.
4-2.
Oh yeah, and also too,
Yeah, he might have voted for that.
Go Ninja Go, Vanilla Ice. Can't forget that.
Another
and,
reason not to vote for this movie, Vanilla Ice.
and the Super Shredder, like all that stuff.
But Kevin
It's
Nash
Kevin
isn't it,
Nash,
so
yeah.
I can't fight that.
Yeah.
Wow, Jordan, you lost already. Let it go. Come on.
Yeah. But next we have National
Jacob
Lampoon's
Harper.
Christmas Vacation, which might be one of the only holiday movies. Well, no, might be a few that'll come up. We'll see. But that's in there up against Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, which I do say is a guilty pleasure of mine. So, but who's first? Is it Austin?
Me, yeah. Christmas Vacation is all right. It's a little overplayed for me personally. But again, I talked about Too Fast, Too Furious. I watch Tokyo Drift a lot too. Again, because it's like an hour and 40 minutes. You're in and out. It's a lot simpler. Yeah, I love the opening race with the dude with his muscle car against old dude from Home Improvement driving his his still playing a high schooler at like 35 years old. But I think it's a lot of fun. I'm gonna go Tokyo Drift because it's not a guilty pleasure for me. I like Too Fast and Furious and Tokyo Drift a lot. So yeah.
And I was just listening for a minute. I was hearing like an earthquake in the next room. My dad's working out like down the hall. I was like what is that? Anyways, but yeah, like I have a lot of fun with Tokyo Drift because like I'm a big fan of like Japan and like just the way the city looks, and they stay in those tiny little apartments, and then and then how they build up all the different gangs and stuff is a lot of fun, and like Han's one of the more memorable characters for me. I don't even mind Lucas Black. I think he's at least decent. Yeah. Drift. Yeah. And then Brian
My little
Key.
Bow Wow.
Yeah. Brian
Bow Wow
Key.
at this point.
He plays Shredder in one of the movies. I don't know which TMNT, but he's Shredder in one of them. But yeah.
Little
and
Bow Wow
then,
was Shredder. That's weird.
No, yeah. It's a new take on the Shredder, but Christmas Vacation, like that movie is great too. Like it's very, very quotable. Like especially like quoting all the Aunt Bethany lines too. Is this the airport clock? Is your house on fire? Is Rusty still in the Navy? Like all that stuff. But I think I'm gonna go Tokyo Drift. Like I just like the design of all the cars. I like the design of the city, some of the sets. I like the race at the end when they're doing drifting on like a mountain that with like cliffs on the side. So yeah, Tokyo Drift. JPO.
Again, I'll go against the grain here. Yeah, I mean, Drift is fine. I only saw it the once, and I think it's better than Too Fast, Too Furious, and that's about it. Christmas Vacation, I thought it was pretty good actually. Though it's funny, still decently holds up. I feel. I actually just recently rewatched Vegas Vacation, I think for the first time. So
nice.
I'll go with some Chevy Chase here and Christmas Vacation.
Yeah. I got another vote here, but the Doe Hobbit for Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, before gets it.
Yeah, and also Steven Shepard likes Lucas Black because he's in like whatever TV show he watches, NCIS. So, but
Tokyo Drift might be like top two for me, honestly. When I think about
New Orleans, yeah. But yeah, well, Malcolm, what do you think?
If I was in the Dunedin Public Library and I saw these two movies in front of me, and deciding which one to hire out, I'd pick Tokyo Drift because it's not Christmas time.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, Jacob.
This might be an unpopular opinion, but I didn't care for Christmas Vacation.
Ooh,
I watched it one time like 3 years ago, and I haven't desired to go back to it. It's not in my Christmas rotation, and you know, for the same reason Malcolm just said, it's not Christmas time, so I'm not going to vote for it. I'm going to vote for the movie I have more fun with, and that's Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, and I was able to see both these movies in the theaters because when I worked at a movie theater, they're doing like a repertoire screening of Christmas Vacation during the holidays. They're handing out Christmas Vacation ornaments to people, so that was kind of cool. But yeah, it's going to be Tokyo Drift though. Moving on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and up next we have Happy Death Day going up against Prisoners. It's me first, right?
Yeah.
Man, this one's tough because like Hugh Jackman, like he's top 5 favorite actors for me. But like Happy Death Day is a really fun concept though. Like I actually really, really enjoyed this movie. It's a lot smaller cast that like on spacing on the main girl's name. She was probably the best part of it, but like just a cool premise that she has to relive this day over and over and find out who the killer is and try to figure out how to stop this day from happening. And she's able to like correct some things and make some mistakes and just have some fun along the way. So it's a good time. But man, it's like going up against Prisoners. If you put Happy Death Day up against a lot of other movies, I would vote for it. But Prisoners, just such great performances all around. Like Paul Dano, Jake Gyllenhaal, Hugh Jackman, even Terrence Howard, and like has a kind of a shocking ending. So yeah, I'm gonna vote Prisoners. So, Jordan.
Yeah, I kind of agree with your sentiments here. I like Happy Death Day. It's a great premise, executed pretty well here. Really, really nice leading actress that keeps you invested here as she kind of learns and grows. Yeah, but again, man, I'm probably going to lean towards Prisoners myself. Give that the vote. Great performances of what someone will do for a loved one, and I mean the extremes that even a good person will go. And almost do evil things themselves in order to defend or find out what happened to their loved ones. I like the ending. Gyllenhaal's great in it too. Yeah, I gotta go Prisoners. It's a really good flick.
Yeah. I've got a couple of votes in the chat for Prisoners, kind of leaning that way. Steven Shepard likes the second Happy Death Day a little more.
Steven, you're wrong. I mean,
Yeah.
I disagree with what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, the second one just becomes more of like a sci-fi movie, less of a horror movie.
It's fun, but it goes a little more off the rails for me than I like.
We got another vote for Prisoners, but Malcolm, what do you think here?
Both Happy Death Day movies are great.
Yeah.
I think, look, I like Prisoners. I think it's a fun movie, but I think Happy Death Day is the better movie. And that's what I'm going with.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, I really enjoyed Happy Death Day. It was a pleasant surprise. I think going into it, I think it had it could have been mediocre, but I think they used the premise really well. But Prisoners is like it's an all timer for me. It's top 25. I'm pretty sure on my list. I'd have to go check, but if it's not, it's pretty close. I absolutely love the performances in this movie, and that ending. Kind of just leaving it where it is and making you think about it when you're done watching. I think it's really well done. I'm gonna go with Prisoners.
Yeah, and for Happy Death Day, it's Jessica Roth is the lead actress, but Austin.
I'll usually vote for horror movies pretty much every time it comes up, unless it's one I just don't really care for. So I'll vote for Happy Death Day because I like the premise. It was one of the pleasant surprises when I saw it in the theater. I didn't have a lot of expectations for it, and it was a lot of fun. I like Prisoners, but I haven't gone back to it in a long time, so I'll vote for Happy Death Day.
I think funny enough, like I saw Prisoners like 3 times in theaters, so like it's good. So yeah, 3-2.
I don't think I can handle that. I need a break after watching it the first time, man.
I kept finding people who hadn't seen it, so I'm like, oh, you got to come see it. So yeah,
this movie is so uplifting. Jordan said.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but up next we got Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fires. Which one that is? Going up against Jurassic Park. So,
Chip you.
And it's Jordan. Yeah.
Yeah, I've said it a couple times so far here. Goblet of Fire, good flick. I was actually, for whatever reason, this is one I was late on. This was not a theater watch. I finally caught up with it later on. But Jurassic Park is fucking Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
If I
Yeah.
watched Dominion, it sure as shit isn't because of Fallen Kingdom. It's because it's got people from Jurassic Park. Because Fallen Kingdom didn't really do a hell of a lot for me. Neither did the first Jurassic World. But I love Jurassic Park. The music, the scenes, the characters, everything's on par here. Spielberg, baby, Jurassic Park.
Yeah, just to remind everyone, Goblet of Fire is the one where they do the Triwizard Tournament and they have no Quidditch. So yeah. But Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, those that know me know I'm a big Harry Potter fan. Goblet of Fire is I haven't got around to actually finishing my Harry Potter rewatch that I started about a month ago or so ago. I got to Mister Azkaban, then then I had to watch a lot of stuff for shows I had to do, so it was like I put it off. But at this stage, like Goblet of Fire is probably one of my least favorite at the moment, just partly because I didn't quite like how they streamlined the book so much. I would have preferred it if it was a 2-part movie myself. But as JPO said, Jurassic Park is Jurassic Park. Like it's a great movie. It was always going to be tough for anything to beat this, to be honest.
Yeah.
So Jurassic Park.
Yeah, really tough. Yeah, but Goblet of Fire might be my favorite Harry Potter book, so that's why I kind of lean towards it in the movie, even though it was hard to cram it all into one movie. But
This is the 2-parter, not Deathly Hallows.
yeah, right. It should have been, yeah. But Jacob.
Yeah, I can see the argument for this being a 2-parter as well, just because there's so much in the book. But I think they did a decent job on Goblet of Fire. I enjoyed it. The moment where Amos Diggory finds out Cedric is dead still gets me.
Yeah.
My boy.
Spoilers.
Yeah, that scene still gets me. You can't. It's a 17-year-old movie. Get over it.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I'm going to agree. Jurassic Park is Jurassic Park. It's one of Spielberg's best from '93. That year was really good for Spielberg.
Yeah. Yeah, and speaking of the Goblet of Fire, if you go to Universal Studios at the right time, you can see like a live performance of like the drum string school, like the students that are coming in and doing backflips and with all the music playing. You can find it on YouTube. I was just watching it because me and Austin got a little trip planned, so I'm kind of looking into that stuff. But it's pretty cool. But anyways, Austin, what do you think?
Come on, you know where I'm going. I'm not a Harry Potter guy. Don't stress.
Yeah.
You know where this is going.
What a swerve!
Yeah.
Sorry.
Curveball. Jeez.
Yeah.
but yeah, for me, like I'm a massive Jurassic Park fan, and yeah, the first one is a classic. It's the one that has all the quotable lines. Hold on to your butts, like so many freaking lines from the movies, and yeah, like the Goblet of Fire is great. I mostly like it because it's so different. Just because you don't have the Quidditch stuff, you get to see this tournament and like how he goes through and like piece together all these clues, and then there's a really cool fight scene at the end with Voldemort, as they have it like almost the end of every movie. But I like this one kind of like a little more in particular. So, but I'm still gonna go Jurassic Park. Like hands down, it's pretty easy. So.
That is one good thing about Voldemort. At least he waits till the end of the school year to try to disrupt Harry's life.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he always waits till the end.
I mean, it quite often has always been right before the exams, though, because after the big battle, the exams are cancelled.
Yeah. True,
Voldemort's really the hero in the story.
Yeah, exactly.
And for me, I think the argument is is everything from Goblet of Fire to Deathly Hallows should have been 2-part. Like I had no issue with Deathly Hallows being 2 parts. I think everything else leading up should have been as well.
Yeah. I maybe agree with that. But that'll be the end of that side. All right. See what we got on the other side.
I think Order of the Phoenix is the longest book, but it's the shortest
movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but up next we got Pulp Fiction going up against the No Time to Die. So, and it's Malcolm first, right?
Yep. And of course, it's me going first on tough matchups.
Yeah, right. Yep.
Yeah, this is
Always someone
pretty
getting
tough
the tough ones. Yeah.
because I like both of these movies. But I'm going to use the logic. Pulp Fiction does come up a lot, and No Time to Die is actually my favorite of the Daniel Craig Bonds. I'm going to go No Time to Die.
Yeah. Sounds good. Jacob?
I might be inclined to use that logic if I had seen No Time to Die, but I have not seen it yet because I haven't seen any of the other Daniel Craig Bond movies. So I'm gonna go with Pulp Fiction. It's a classic. It's highly talked of for good reason. One of Quentin Tarantino's best. Let's go with Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, sounds good. Austin?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I thought that was good. I didn't think it was still like top tier Craig. It's like kind of right in the middle for me. Still good. But yeah, I'll go with Pulp Fiction. I know it comes up a lot, but it's really good. So Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. No Time to Die is probably like in my top 3 favorite Daniel Craig Bond movies, but Pulp Fiction I just feel like the first time that I saw it, which I've seen it multiple times now, but I was pretty late to the Pulp Fiction party. I probably watched it like last year for the first time, and I felt like I was watching a master class on how film should be made. Like it just like the way that it's shot, the way that that's written, and the way that they're like all the stories kind of connect, but they're not really in any kind of exact order or anything. And then all the acting performances are just really, really solid. So yeah, Pulp Fiction definitely my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie. So I got to go Pulp Fiction. JPO?
I like No Time to Die a lot. It's a good closing chapter to Craig's Bond. But I think you've seen it's not my favorite Craig Bond, and I think Pulp Fiction is just an original piece of work. It's so good, such a tremendous cast here. I mean, Tarantino on point, and yes, I got to go Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Craig Bond. I thought his first name was James.
Yeah.
No, Craig. Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
Bird, not chicken.
Yeah.
Craig Bond is his brother.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. He's an
Twin brother. So like you get them confused sometimes. Yeah. But Malcolm?
Malcolm voted already.
I started.
Oh yeah. That's right. You started. Okay. So then it'll be Pulp Fiction. Moving on. Okay. Let's see. Then we got another Harry Potter. This is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. So the final Harry Potter. Going up against Shazam. So that's Jacob first.
Yeah. This one's actually a kind of tough. I really enjoyed Deathly Hallows Part 2. I think it's a great close to the Harry Potter saga. It's really good. But Shazam was a lot of fun. And maybe I'm just in a fun mood tonight. So I'm going to go with Shazam.
You're in a fun mood every show I'm on with you, Jacob.
Yeah.
Not always.
Yeah.
Not always. But it's
Well,
not
Austin-
because of you. It's not because of you,
Yeah.
Jordan. You're
what do you
muted,
think, Austin?
and I can read your
I'm
lips.
trying not to overtalk you, just overlip you.
Shazam's getting my vote.
You know what I'm voting for, but even then, Shazam is kind of mediocre at best, in my opinion. But all right, that's fine. I'll still vote for it because it's not Harry Potter.
Yeah. Well, for me, this is my favorite Harry Potter movie. I just like that it's like the big build up and you really feel it, especially like the trailers for the Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. That's one of my favorite trailers. Like the music from it's really, really like super solid. There's a band called if I think about it, I'm gonna brain fart on
My Hero. Was that the trailer?
It might be.
My Hero.
No, it's not that one. No. Definitely not that one. But it's called called Louder Than Fiction. What the band's called? You should look
Was
them
it
up. They're really good. But anyways, yeah. But on this Harry Potter, it's a lot of fun. Like you have main characters that actually, well, semi-main characters that actually die in this thing. You really feel the stakes on the movie. 'Cause literally, like the whole school and like all the professors, all the students, they had to bring in outside people to fight this attack on the school from Voldemort. And Shazam's a lot of fun too, because like I just felt really, really good after watching this movie. Like I just felt like I was a little kid again, just kind of watching this kid being able to transform into the superhero. Zach Levi is really great. Like he's a really fun actor to watch. And then just kind of seeing it, like all the family dynamic, how they bring all the family together, and like each member of this adopted family kind of gets their moment. Kind of played really well for me and my ex-wife, because we saw it together, and she was adopted, so it kind of played to her there. But I got to go with Deathly Hallows Part 2. So it's actually, well, yeah, it's just way higher. I'll say that. But JPO.
Shazam's good. I love Zachary Levi. I've been a big fan of his since he was on a sitcom called Less Than Perfect. But I gotta go with Harry Potter here. I think this is a great closing chapter here. The stakes are never higher. You know, they've been building to this big showdown between him and Voldemort. Oh, I said his name. But you know, and it pays off here, man. There's some great visions here. It's well directed. I gotta go with Harry Potter.
The boy who lived. Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah, Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows Part 2 is my top 11 Wizarding World movies.
Okay.
Well,
let's not sing
mine too.
But yeah.
Yeah, definitely pisses off.
But yeah, I do think this is a good closing chapter. But I do have to go Shazam on this. I think Shazam is really good. Look, for me, when it comes to Deathly Hallows, I feel like you can't watch it on its own. You do need part 1 as well to complete it, and that's kind of where I'm going with this. Besides, I suspect there might be another couple of Harry Potters coming up. So yeah.
And they're all gonna get voted out.
Well, we'll see, but
depends on the Harry Potter movie.
But I'm just kind of curious how Shazam's gonna match up with Black Adam after that trailer came out. Who's literally like a way too overpowered superhero that's apparently like doesn't look like he has any weaknesses, and so I don't know. But I'm not that familiar with the character, so I don't know. But Jacob.
Yeah, everybody.
I'm still gonna go with Shazam.
Oh yeah, you're the first one. Okay.
Change your mind.
Then it'll be Harry Potter, though, right?
No, it's Shazam.
No, it's Shazam.
No, it's Shazam.
Oh, it is. All right, Shazam then. All right, yeah.
Just because you voted for Harry Potter doesn't mean it automatically wins.
It's called Jordan Side 128, which means that Jordan overruled you.
This is my episode. I do what I want. Okay. No. So next we got Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers up against Hot Fuzz. So, who's first? Austin, is it?
Me. Come on. This is Hot Fuzz by a Saruman mile. Come on, Hot Fuzz.
Yeah. Yeah, well, unfortunately, my favorite of the Cornetto trilogy had to go up against Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. My favorite of the Peter Jackson Lord of the Rings trilogy. So, like this one, it's tough. But I mean, Lord of the Rings, like I already mentioned before, that's a near perfect trilogy, and yeah, it's the best one. And then I'll just say shout out Sam's speech because it's done like one of the greatest like showings of a friendship ever put to screen. So yeah, Two Towers.
It's definitely top 6 Middle Earth movies.
Top 6.
I'm going to start out with agreeing with you, Jordan. I think this is the representation of my favorite from these trilogies. But in the end, I'm going to disagree with you on the vote, man. I think I got to sway towards Hot Fuzz. I love Two Towers, but I love me some Hot Fuzz, man. This made me go back and rewatch Shaun of the Dead because of how much I love this one. So yeah, I got to go Hot Fuzz.
Yeah. Sounds good. Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah. It doesn't matter which one wins this matchup. Either way, a movie of Peter Jackson moves on. So I'm gonna go Hot Fuzz.
Yeah, it is true. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, but
Santa Claus.
Jacob.
Yeah, I mean, Austin may have voted for Hot Fuzz by a Sorry Mile. I'm gonna go Lord of the Rings by a Fuzzy Foot.
Ooh, all right. There you go. Well, sounds like it's going to be Lord of the Rings by a little bit.
Hot Fuzz?
But...
No, it's Hot Fuzz.
Too.
Wait,
Jesus, Jordan.
What did Malcolm vote for? You voted for
Malcolm
I
voted
said Hot Fuzz.
Oh, you voted for Hot Fuzz? Okay.
Malcolm
I guess
voted-
I'm
yeah.
flipping
Oh my
on that.
God.
Okay.
Here,
Well,
start just go against your instincts now. Just for now on.
whenever it's a Lord of the Rings movie and Malcolm's talking, I just kind of tune out because I'm like, he's the Lord of the Rings guy. He votes every time for that. but I
Okay.
guess not.
Great hosting logic.
My eyes just
Well, I
glaze
mean-
over and I'm just out of there.
I mean, I will vote for Peter Jackson either way.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, the
That's
only
fair
one
enough.
you don't need to listen to is if you see me and a Harry Potter movie or me and Thor Ragnarok. Then you can skip it and know what I'm voting for.
yeah. Well, with that, I'm just gonna mention one of my top 10 movies are out of there. So that's my number 9 is out of there. So, but up next we have one of my guilty pleasures, Employee of the Month. This is like one of the lower on my list, but I do have fun with it. Up against Back to the Future Part 2. So, and it's me first, right? Yeah. So for me, like I just have a lot of fun with like some of the comedy in Employee of the Month because like I'm a big Dax Shepard fan, and then also I have an Ethan Ramirez and some Napoleon Dynamite love in there, and yeah, like it just makes me laugh for a reason. Harlan Williams too, especially if you go watch all the outtakes. There's some hilarious stuff from Harlan Williams in there. Like it's pretty funny, but Back to the Future is like up there, like in the top of my list. Like it's a banger. It's my favorite Back to the Future movie because I just like that I get a glimpse of the future. You get a glimpse of an alternate 1985, and then you get to kind of relive some moments from the first movie. So yeah, I'll vote Back to the Future too. JPO.
I still quote Dane Cook to this day. I'm one of those guys. I don't often quote Dane Cook movies though. So I'm gonna go Back to the Future too. Yeah, Employee's fine. I mean, but like
Yeah.
Back to the Future 2 it's a pretty solid sequel. So any Back to the Future over Employee of the Month.
Yeah. Malcolm.
I wonder how upset Jordan will be if we take out all the Back to the Future movies off in the first round. Let's find out. Employee of the Month.
Like, this is an outrage. Yeah, but Jacob.
Yeah, we're not gonna find out because I think Employee of the Month is just okay, and I really enjoy Back to the Future Part 2. So, yeah, worthy sequel. Back to the Future Part 2 is gonna get my vote.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but I'm with Malcolm. I would have voted Employee of the Month just to cause a little chaos.
Yeah.
Can I change my vote?
No.
He can.
Yeah.
Do it. Employee of the Month. Do
Yeah,
it.
let's go. All right.
Employee
Employee of the Month. Moving on.
This show's off the rails. I love it.
Yeah, like it's especially the like duo of Dax Shepard and Ethan Ramirez as his like sidekick guy. That's fun. But we got Interstellar versus Deadpool 2. So and who's first now?
JPO.
Yeah,
Okay,
me.
JPO.
Interstellar is good. I think it's either overrated or underrated. I feel depending on who you talk to. In this case, overrated because it's not quite as high on my list. Some interesting elements here, but one of the lower tier Nolan. Deadpool 2, I think, is a great worthy sequel here. As a comic book fan, and not even the biggest one, but just as one, I've always wanted to see Cable on the big screen. So very cool that we got that.
Yeah.
I hope we get more in the future. You got Domino. There is no PG-13 version. That we can erase. Keep watching the
Yeah.
R-rated version and all
Yep.
Deadpool's gloriousness and Brad Pitt, Deadpool 2.
Oh yeah. Malcolm, what do you think?
Well, the PG-13 version wasn't called Deadpool 2. It was called Once Upon a Time with Deadpool.
God, nerds just vote.
Yeah.
But that being said, Interstellar is just one of a few movies we talked about on Manga, but just wasn't meant to Steven Spielberg that Matt Damon gets left behind in.
Yeah. There's
Uh,
a couple of them.
Oh, we were talking about Saving Private Ryan, and then we brought up how Matt Damon's got other movies he was left behind. He was Martian, some brought up Interstellar, some. But
and in Good Will Hunting, he leaves everyone else behind.
Yep.
But that being said, I haven't revisited Interstellar in a while. I think it's at the moment it's my least favorite Nolan, but on a rewatch it might change. But I do really like Deadpool 2. I think it's great, so I'm going to go Deadpool 2.
Yeah. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, Interstellar is a Nolan blind spot for me, and that runtime is a kind of holding me back from going and watching it. It's nearly 3 hours, and I've heard mixed things about it, so I'm sure I'll get around to it eventually, but it's not high up on the list. I really enjoyed Deadpool 2. It was a great theater experience. Everybody was laughing. They kind of did what they wanted with the movie with X-Force, and then introducing them, hyping them up, and then they're gone. Which I really enjoyed. Deadpool 2.
Yeah, it's fun stuff. Austin?
Yeah, the Deadpool movies are okay. I think they get kind of worse every time I watch them. They're just not aging well. But I mean, they're still all right. But Interstellar is my number 2 Nolan. I think that movie's damn near a masterpiece. I think it's awesome. It gets better every time I watch it. Great score, great effects, and I think there's a lot of really fascinating stuff involving time relativity in that movie that really breaks my brain. So I'm gonna vote for Interstellar.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Interstellar is one of those ones that like I kind of have like a love-hate relationship with. Like, it's one of those ones that actually just squeaked onto my list, just because there's things that I love about this movie, but then there's other things I think are kind of convoluted a little bit. But there's way more that I love than I dislike, because it made my top 128. But it like that score that they have with the organ, like that's always something that I always crank up super loud when I'm like on a road trip, or like just like especially driving I'm anywhere at nighttime too. Like, I just kind of like the kind of creepy vibe that kind of gives a little bit. And then just kind of seeing how like the destruction of Earth via like all the crops being destroyed and that kind of thing. Then you have Matt Damon, where you just want to punch him in the face because you're kind of pissed at him. But then some of the stuff in the end, where it gets a little convoluted for me, but you're going inside a black hole. Like, I don't think anyone knows what happened inside a black hole, so it literally could be almost anything. So, but Deadpool 2, though, I personally like it better than the first one, just because like it kind of ups the action, it ups the team, even though the team dies like pretty quick besides Domino. But like seeing Peter, just like a regular guy that's just in there for some random reason, always makes me laugh. And having Cable in there, and then I forget, like you probably know Malcolm, the big kid from New Zealand that's in there, but like he's pretty fun. Yeah, he's fun. So yeah, like I probably got to go with Deadpool. It's a little higher on my list. So, but Deadpool it is. Yeah. So moving on. All right. Up next, though, we have 500 Days of Summer going up against The Social Network. So, and we start with Malcolm, right? Is that where we're at? Mm-hmm. Okay. What do you think?
This is pretty tough for me. Because I like both of these movies. So I think Jesse Eisenberg sort of encompasses Mark Zuckerberg to T. I think he was a perfectly cast for this. But I'm going to have to go 500 Days of Summer. This is kind of one of my sort of favorite rom-coms, even though it's not a rom-com. It's one of those blurred lines. Like, it gets put under rom-coms a lot, even though it's not
Yeah.
really a rom-com.
It's a blurred line. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not what, but it's got no relation with Robin Thicke either. So, but 500 Days
Right.
of Summer is
Yeah,
getting
yeah. Blurred lines. Yeah. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, I think The Social Network is great. I think it's really, really good. 500 Days of Summer, I need to revisit it. It's been a while. But I remember really enjoying it, and the performances of Zooey Deschanel and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. It's one that I want to revisit. So just because I've seen it more and I enjoy it more, I'm gonna go with The Social Network.
Yeah, sounds good. Austin, what do you think?
Yeah, definitely Social Network for me. Yeah, I think it's easily a top 5 movie of the 2010s. Like, I think that movie gets better and better and better every time I watch it. And yeah, it's in my top 64. So yeah, Social Network.
Yeah. The Social Network's awesome. Like, it's. I agree with Malcolm that I think Jesse Eisenberg, he was pretty much perfectly cast for this, and then shows that he actually can act. A lot of people kind of talk about maybe like he has some movies where he's not so great at acting, but this one he's really, really solid in it, and might be one of my top David Fincher movies. Honestly, like there might be one or two that might show up here, though. We'll see, but 500 Days of Summer is also one of my favorite romantic movies, kind of rom-com that does kind of blur the lines, but especially near the end where they do some of the split screen stuff and you see how like he wanted it to turn out versus how it turned out, and it kind of shows you that like not every relationship ends up perfect even in the movies, but there's hope for them in the future and for both of them. So yeah, but it's a tough one for me, but I'm gonna go with The Social Network. Yeah, but Jordan.
Yeah, these are both flicks I really enjoy here. JGL, Zoe Deschanel, really really nice here. Like you said, I love the split screen stuff. The hopes and the reality of we all go through that. The Social Network, I do think it's a couple notches above. Tremendous movie. Timberlake's even really good in it here. Army name redacted. Yeah, so Social Network probably gets my vote here. It was one of the best movies of that year, maybe like a past set of that decade even.
Yeah, and a really memorable trailer too with the Radiohead song that they have in there and stuff. So yeah, but Malcolm, what do you think?
I started it.
Oh, you started. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. Okay, so then
He could drink every time he asks someone to vote.
Yeah,
I don't have enough moves.
probably be like every other time, probably. Yeah,
That's alcohol poisoning, Jacob. You're suggesting.
Yep, but we have another Fincher, Gone Girl. Up next.
Affleck.
Yeah, going up against Jurassic World: Fallen.
You got
or no, Jurassic World.
I haven't seen Dominion.
So
viewing.
We won't spoil it, but like I really, really like this. I don't get like at all. I think like all the critics are absolutely like out of their minds, like crazy. Like I love this movie. Like and after one viewing, yep, it's already up there. So yeah,
Wow.
but it'll be Jacob first. We won't spoil anything for it. So
No, yeah, this one legit. No spoilers.
yeah.
Haven't seen it. Gone Girl.
Okay.
I've seen it, and it's a really good movie. Really good mystery movie.
Yeah. Austin.
Bro, Jurassic World is like has some fun shit, but there's a lot of problems with that movie. A lot of plot problems with that movie.
I just don't understand.
With
well, down the
Locust
road, we'll have to talk about it when we can talk like spoilers.
Yeah, characters that just pop in and disappear for no reason. Bad, fact that it's not about dinosaurs. Sorry. just not.
What do you mean
Some
it's
good
not about
stuff.
dinosaurs? The whole movie's about dinosaurs.
Locust World Dominion. Sorry, Gone
Well-
Girl is a better movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not.
Well, I'll just keep it spoiler free and keep my comments brief. But like I think that what they show with the dinosaurs, it's really really good stuff. That what they do show, and especially all the camera work and stuff. Like all the dinosaurs are just right up in your face. Every character gets like a really tense moment, and like you just feel like you're just like along for the ride with these guys. Like if it's like Chris Pratt on a motorcycle or like somebody on a vehicle, like I feel like you're just along for the ride right there with them. I saw it in a 4DX theater, which probably enhanced my enjoyment of it, because you literally feel like you're on a ride at Universal Studios. Like that's how good that stuff is. They have smells that they pump in. They have like snow and like rain that like come down on you. They have wind. There's like parts where the seat's moving so much that you have to hang on to the seat. You feel like you're gonna fly out of your seat. But yeah, so there's that. But Gone Girl, I had a kind of interesting experience when I saw it, because I was engaged with this girl once upon a time years ago, and this is the very first thing that we did after that I did after we broke up. I went to the theater and I watched Gone Girl, because it's about this girl that like tortures this guy. So I was just like, well, that's kind of a parallel almost in a way, because she broke it off with me. I won't get into all of it, but she had some bipolar things going on, so she had things she had to work out. So I went and saw this and kind of like just saw it all by myself, and kind of was like sad in the theater and got it out of my system, and then just moved on with my life after it. But the movie was still great though. So yeah, just because like Jurassic World Dominion does make my top 64, even though like I still want to give it some time to kind of sit and to settle in. So I think I'm gonna go with Gone Girl, just because it's still early on that one, but it will stay in my top 128. But yeah, Gone Girl is my vote. But JPO.
Yeah, I haven't seen Dominion. Like I said, I'm trepidatious. I've already kind of shit on the first two Jurassic World earlier in this game. I have no idea Dominion was about to pop up. But I really did Gone Girl.
Yeah.
I really did Gone Girl a lot. I did a rewatch recently, and it's actually a good rewatch. You know, the first time you're piecing it together, and even a rewatch is actually really cool, because now when you view it from a different angle now, and seeing what Affleck's going through, and it's a good flick, man. Also, Affleck's the bomb. So Gone Girl.
Yeah, and the book's really, really good too. I used to have it on my shelf here, but ever since I moved, it's in a box somewhere. But the book's good too. But Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, it's ridiculously too early to put Dominion in the top
Hey,
100.
I liked it that much.
Look, I don't doubt that you like it. Like when it comes to my philosophy, it's like, give it some time to marinate. Don't.
Yeah, you gotta give it a little time to breathe, bro, and like rewatch and stuff. Really
Give it a
man.
week.
I understand you're high off your 40X thing, but like Jesus, man, like relax. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I get it.
Was anything with like dinosaurs ripping each other's heads off and like just like causing mayhem and destruction? I thought this did it better, at least than the two movies before it. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, no. But where I was going with this is, if you had seen it 3 times in the past weekend, I might actually understand. If you've seen it multiple times in the weekend, I can understand it making the list, but not after one viewing. But yeah, I haven't seen either of these movies actually. But I mean, just to defend the critics a little bit, the critics are paid to sort of be more critical against the movies. They cut, like, a lot of critics will go watch it twice, one with their critical eye for their reviews and all that. So they have to look at all the flaws and stuff and give it a rating on that. But they'll go in again and just watch it as a fan if they really enjoyed that franchise. And but that being said, I'm going to vote Gone Girl just because it's too early for Dominion.
Yeah, and I will say that I'm not going to say what it is from Gone Girl, but it has a brutal scene with Neil Patrick Harris that like it was kind of shocking when I first saw it. So shut up that. But Jacob, what do you think? Oh, you were the first. Okay, cool.
Take a shot.
It's gonna be every time because I want to like make sure nobody gets skipped. So it's either that or sometimes people get skipped. But all right, but yeah, Gone Girl. Moving on. Then we have Love and Mercy, the Beach Boys document. Biopic. That's a biopic. Going against Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. So who's up first?
Me.
Okay.
One of these movies has a former president in it, so I'll vote for Home Alone 2.
Yeah. You mean the vacuum guy or the
Tim Curry.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah, no.
Donald Trump.
Yeah, right. Donald
There's a
Trump.
TV that has Bush Senior on somewhere in Live in Mercy. You could go for that.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, if you haven't seen Love and Mercy, like it's a really great biopic. Paul Dano and John Cusack kind of play dual roles of like one playing the guy in his younger days, and then one playing Brian Wilson in his older days. And yeah, like it really blew me away when I saw it. And I'm a huge Beach Boys fan, especially from when I was a kid. I used to like before the days of streaming. I used to just like scan all the oldies stations, just wait for Beach Boys song to come on. And I tell everyone in the room to shut up so I could listen to my Beach Boys when I was a kid. So
Shut up, man! Beach Boys are on!
It's the Beach Boys. They're playing Kokomo. Come on, we gotta
Shut the fuck up, it's Kokomo!
we gotta hear this.
Whoa.
But yeah. But Love and Mercy was one that just kind of squeaked on. It's actually one because I realized that I was using Flickchart to kind of keep track of everything, and it gave a double for some reason, and it's the only double I've ever seen in the history of that site, and it gave me one. So I was like, oh, well, I'll throw Love and Mercy on there because it deserves to be talked about. So and you kind of see some of the things Brian Wilson actually went through, like he actually dealt with some schizophrenia and like some crazy things, but also being the one who wrote most of the Beach Boys songs. So he has the other rights to a lot of it because he doesn't always perform with the Beach Boys. Sometimes he does. Sometimes he goes out solo. But and then Home Alone 2, it's just probably one of the movies that I've seen almost more than any other movie besides Home Alone 1 because I love this franchise, at least the first two. After that, it gets a little not so good. But the first two are great, especially Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern and Tim Curry for this one. So yeah, I'll vote Home Alone 2. JPO?
I dig Home Alone 2. It's a fun sequel. You know, you could argue a bit of a retry, but Tim Curry's freaking awesome in it. So it's got its merits. I'm gonna show some love to Love and Mercy. It's a really good flick. Interesting, you know, stuff as you said, him kind of dealing with that. Paul Giamatti kind of keeping him, you know what I mean, almost maybe sick on purpose, you know, take advantage of him and relationship between him and Elizabeth Banks. So I thought it was a really interesting tale, well acted here. I think Dano's great in it. So I'm gonna go Love and Mercy.
Yeah. Malcolm?
Yeah, I haven't seen Love and Mercy. It's been one that I've been meaning to watch. But that being said, Home Alone 2 has Donald Trump in it, which I believe they had to film in just because they were filming in Trump Tower. So
okay.
So
That's what
yeah,
it was.
you know, I think there's a rule that
Fake
if you want to
news.
I think there's a rule that if you want to film in Trump Tower, he has to cameo, whatever reason. Because I think in some Canadian edits of Home Alone 2, they've actually cut that scene out. But that being said, Home Alone 2 has Donald Trump in it, so I'm going to go Love and Mercy.
Yeah. Well, Malcolm, do you know where the lobby is? It's down the hall and to the left. Yeah. But Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm not as high on Home Alone 2 as some people. I think it's an okay movie. I mean, first of all, he's not home and he's not alone, so the title just doesn't make sense. Come on.
Well, he's kind of alone, sort of.
But that I've never seen Love and Mercy. But that cast has me really interested, especially Paul Giamatti. I don't think he's done anything wrong. Even when he's in a bad movie, like he's giving his all, and he's usually the best part of a bad movie. in my opinion. I'm gonna go Love and Mercy and just show Paul Giamatti some love.
Yeah, and if you want to see Paul Giamatti in like sort of almost like a villain type of role, that he does that in Love and Mercy. So yeah, but
Love and Mercy.
what are those? Love and Mercy. All right, cool. Yeah.
I mean, Paul Giamatti was the most memorable part of the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh yeah, right. Definitely
Here's
memorable.
The best part of Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes.
Maybe not the best part, but memorable. But next though, we got a Pirates movie. It's Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. For me, I have that one because it's the one where they go to like Asia and like Singapore, so I like that. But and going up against Scream 2. So, and it's me first, right?
Yeah. Or no, it's yeah, that's you first. Sorry.
Yeah. This is kind of tough for me because like I'm a big defender of the Pirates of the Caribbean series overall. Like I'm a huge fan, and like especially now even more after like everything Johnny Depp went through, because I'm not going to get into it, but I had a lot of similarities to my former marriage and with some things they went through. So I'll leave it at that. But yeah, but yeah, like Captain Jack Sparrow might be Johnny Depp's most memorable role that he's ever done, and like he just kills it. Like he's so good, and like Scream 2, like I'm a big defender of the sequel. Like there's parts of it that I like even better than the original. So this one's tough for me. I think just because I go more with the first Scream, I'll probably go with Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, because also Shoutout Chow Yun Fat playing one of the Asian pirates. I like that kind of stuff, and the soundtrack too. The soundtrack for this whole entire series is like really good. Hans Zimmer is like a rock star with this stuff. So yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End gets my vote. Jordan?
Yeah, this is a little tough. I don't hate any of the Pirates. I think there's fun to be had in all of them. Depp's, really fun, and it just becomes sometimes a little bloated, a little long in the tooth, but it's still a fun flick. Scream 2, probably my third favorite Scream. I'm a big fan of the franchise in general. I'm gonna go Scream. I'm gonna keep it even for now. I'm gonna go Scream 2.
Oh, this is a Scream. Yeah, Scream 2. Scream was already in the tournament.
Yep. We already had Scream 1, but
I'm aware, Jacob. Thanks for that.
Yeah. But Malcolm, what do you think?
I will correct you. Hans Zimmer didn't do the score for the entire Pirates franchise. Klaus Badalt did the first one.
Okay. Nice.
But that being said,
they get better after the first one. The soundtrack, I'll say that.
I do. I mean, that's anyway. That being said,
yeah.
I'm not going to get into a debate about score, because I like
sure.
I like this. I prefer the score for Professor Blackpool better than the rest of. But that being said, I do like I'm a defender of the Pirates movies. I do like them enough. But that being said, Scream 2 I think is better than At World's End, so I'm going to go Scream 2.
Yeah. Well, Steven Shepard almost took the words out of my mouth there. He says At World's End is my favorite in the franchise, and the last 45 minutes are utterly thrilling and exhilarating and visually stunning. I would second all of that. Yeah, absolutely. So, but Jacob, you think?
Yeah, I need to revisit the Pirates franchise. Johnny Depp is one of my favorite actors, so I think he's great.
Go back for your boy, Johnny.
Yeah, it's top two. Him and Hugh Jackman, like they go back and forth. But like I said earlier, Austin and I did a show talking about all the Scream movies, and I revisited 1 and 2, and I'm still in the camp of I like 2 over 1. It's my favorite in the franchise, and it quickly rewatching these 2 and then watching 3, 4, and 5 for the first time, like it became one of my favorite just like franchises, period. Like I really enjoyed all the movies. Even 3, I found some things to enjoy. I know that one's in some people's eyes, but yeah, like Scream 2 is fantastic. It's creeping up on my list. It went higher on the rewatch. And so I will give Scream 2 my vote.
Yeah, sounds good. Austin, what do you think?
I remember At World's End. I haven't revisited in a while. Being really, really long, like
It is kinda
really
long.
like. To where I was like, oh my god, like what do we do? Isn't there like a sequence where it's like him on some island with like a bunch of other Jack Sparrows like running around with like crabs and stuff? It just took
Might
forever.
be Dead Man's Chest you're thinking of for that one, but
No, I didn't see that one in the theater. I know no, yeah, no, I don't know. But
I don't
those
know.
movies are
Yeah.
long and not that great. I like the first one, but Scream 2 at least has Jada Pinkett Smith getting murdered in the beginning, so I'll vote for that one.
Sure, yeah.
Keep
That's a
her
good reason,
name out your fucking mouth.
Oh,
Yeah. How dare you, Austin? But what are the
yeah, I'm
votes?
glad in that movie. Glad.
Yeah.
Scream 2.
Okay, Scream 2. All right, cool. Then we have Office Space going up against other pirates. This is the first. Wait, no, that was Dead Man's Chest. Okay,
Dead
that's so.
Yeah, so-
Yeah. Okay, so.
GPU.
It's, Jordan. Yeah. Okay. What do you think?
I mean, again, I feel bad voting against all the pirates, but I'm gonna probably continue it here. You see right on the cover, my favorite character, Milton and a stapler. I love the Bobs. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Office Space. Make sure you guys have enough flair on when you do your voting.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't really care that much for Office Space. It's fine. It's got a couple of funny moments in it, but I've got to go Pirates Caribbean Dead Man's Chest in this.
Yeah, sounds good. Jacob?
Yeah, I really enjoy Office Space, but I voted against my boy Johnny Depp last time. I'm not going to do it. 2 matchups in a row. I can't do it. I got to vote for Johnny this time and go with Pirates.
Yeah.
Also, I just counted his movies. You should do a tournament fight as Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
He's definitely got enough.
Yeah, that'd be a good one to do. Yeah, we definitely should. But especially like with the trial that just ended, that might be kind of relevant. But Austin?
Office Space is in my top 100, so Office Space.
Yeah. Like I like Dead Man's Chest because it's my favorite score of the franchise, and also I like all the stuff with like Davy Jones and the Kraken, like or it's like Jack Sparrow, are you afraid of death? Huh? Like the way that he talks and that, all that's kind of fun to just play around with the voices and stuff. Me and my brothers always come up with like wacky off the wall ways to imitate Davy Jones, but yeah. This one's tough because like I have so much love for Office Space. Like it's just like the movie that just like what so many people want to do to say F their boss. I'm not gonna come in. I'm not like they just want to quit in the same way. And then just seeing like the whole printer scene where they like beat the hell out of the printer. And then the movie made me more of a fan of the Ghetto Boys for sure. So I think I gotta go Office Space here. Yeah, I'll get my vote. So I think I was the tiebreaker, so I think it's Office Space. Right?
Office Space.
Yeah. All right.
Or Johnny.
Office Space. Yeah. Sorry, justice for Johnny again.
I was told I could listen to the radio at a reasonable volume from 9 to 11.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Jordan,
Yeah,
if you could change your vote, that'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be really great. But next, we got another fast one. Fast and Furious 6 are going to keep coming because I love that franchise. Going up against Captain America Civil War. So, Malcolm, okay.
So which one was it? So I can't quite see the number.
Fast and Furious 6.
Six.
Yeah.
Yeah. As much as I'd like to see all the Fast and Furious make it out of the first round, this is one of those ones that I do really like Civil War. Yes, there's the complaints of people only like it because of the airport battle. The movie itself is pretty good, and yeah, I don't think an MCU movie has made it out of round one yet, so I'm going to go Civil War for this one.
Yeah. It sounds good. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Civil War here. Fast and Furious 6 is okay. It's a fun turn your brain off kind of movie, but the Civil War is my favorite MCU movie. I love everything about it. It's
Yeah,
very rewatchable for me. I go back to it a lot. So I'm gonna go with
yeah.
Civil War.
Well, Austin, what do you think?
I'll go with Fast and Furious 6 because it has the longest runway in the history of runways.
Yeah, yeah. Runways that won't die. Yeah.
Just- It's a 15-minute runway.
Yeah. Yeah. As much as I want to vote for Fast and Furious, like probably like as far as the Fast and Furious movies that I like, this one's kind of lower out of those ones. And Civil War, like I've said it on here that my favorite comic book story of all time is the Marvel Civil War story because it's so rich and like deep and there's so much you can get out of it and it ties into so many stories and I literally, if you going by the comic books, there's a comic book for like what every single character is up to during Civil War. They have their own story arc, which is really cool. And I like what they did here. It's almost kind of almost like Republicans versus Democrats, almost like in a roundabout way, and just kind of seeing all the superheroes fight each other and like go against each other, where you don't really have like a real big villain. I mean, you do kind of have one, but yeah. So I got to go with Civil War. Yeah, for sure. Jordan.
It's one of the best. It's one of the best Fast and Furious. Actually, I think it's maybe my second favorite one. But I love Civil War. Again, it's one of the top Marvel for me MCU movies out there. Now, I think there's more to it than just that cliffhanger scene, which is a banger. But there's more to it. I love the final clash too between Iron Man and Captain America, and arguably the best Avengers movie that's not an Avengers movie. So Civil War.
Yeah, yeah. Sounds good. Did you vote Malcolm? I can't remember.
Yeah.
I
You didn't vote yet, did you?
Take it.
Okay. I'm just making sure because I don't want to forget anyone. So yeah, but all right. So Civil War. Yeah. Then we have another one, Captain America: The Winter Soldier. There. So I got all three on here. I'm going with Doctor Sleep. So, Jacob, I think you're up first.
Yeah. This might just be strategy for me to try to get Civil War further, because I
Yeah.
think Civil War and Winter Soldier, they're really close. But no, I'll vote for Doctor Sleep because it's a really great movie. I think I love Ewan McGregor's performance in this movie. I think he's fantastic. What's her name? Rebecca Ferguson. She gives a great performance. I actually prefer this over The Shining. I think I enjoy it a lot. I'm gonna go Doctor Sleep.
Yeah, sounds good. Austin, what do you think?
Yeah, I like Doctor Sleep a lot. I need to revisit it. I haven't watched it since the theater. But yeah, Winter Soldier is like top 3 MCU movies. I just think it's really grounded, really good. Not too big of a cast, just kind of a nice central story. So I'll roll with Winter Soldier on this one.
I don't know what's happening, but I just voted for the horror movie, and Austin voted for the superhero movie.
Yeah, right.
What is this show?
Like alternate universe.
A little more like a supernatural thriller, more than like a straight horror movie to me. Like honestly, like it's. I don't know. Yeah.
It looks like Jacob Harbour's got a different personality than Barber.
Yeah, right. A little bit, slightly different in this universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, this one's tough for me because the Winter Soldier is up there for me. Like I just love, especially Sebastian Stan as the Winter Soldier. Like I think he killed it in it. Like the first trailers that I saw, I had no idea that was even Sebastian Stan. Like he kind of was a bit of a chameleon. I didn't recognize him, but and then Doctor Sleep is really, really good too. It's my first experience on the Dolby Cinema AMC. The first time that I ever tried it was for Doctor Sleep, and was a great one to see it for the first time doing that. But just by a hair though, I think I got to stick with the Winter Soldier here. But it's close. But yeah, GPO.
Hey guys, look, it's Maxwell Orange Cassidy. I did a thing. Anywho, this one's tough. This one's tough. I think just to keep it interesting, I'll go for Doctor Sleep. I think it's really good. We just moved on to Captain America, so yeah, let's go Doctor Sleep. And I agree. I watched this over The Shining. If I had to pick
Same.
one of the two.
Yeah. Well, Malcolm, you get the tiebreaker, so whatever you want to go for.
Yeah, only one of these movies is currently in my top 100 movies of all time, and that's Doctor Sleep.
Ah, nice. Doctor Sleep it is. All right. But we already have a Captain America movie in there, so we're good there. But we have Mulan, one of the few animated movies. I'm like a big fan of that. My favorite Disney animated movie. But going up against Rush Hour 2. So kind of both with like a little Asian flair there. But and is it Austin?
Yeah.
First?
Yeah. Just recently watched Mulan. Obviously, again, go check out me and Jacob's Disney Renaissance discussion up on the channel right now. We had a good show. Mulan's all right. It's not one of my top ones. It's in the lower half for me. Rush Hour 2's really pretty funny. So and I like it a lot. So Rush Hour 2.
Yeah. Yeah, Rush Hour 2, like it has some of the funniest lines. Like back when I was in high school, I remember that like one of the things I wanted to do is like take the funniest scenes from a bunch of different movies and just splice them all together and just kind of practice my my editing skills. So like I have all the scenes when like Chris Tucker's at the craps table at the casino, and he's just like, "This one's for Mandela," and he's like rolling all the dice, and then like walks up to the villain. He's like, "That's Ricky Tan. That was like a midget in a bathrobe," and he goes and like slaps the computer out of his hand, and just like all the crazy like lines. Like Chris Tucker, like I miss him as doing comedy. Like I wish he would do more of it. But and Mulan's my favorite Disney animated movie. Like the scene that always gets me is the haircut scene where she like cuts her ponytail off, and it has like a pretty cool sounding score there, and it's kind of like symbolizing her like sacrificing everything for her family, so her daughter or her dad doesn't have to go to war, and she goes off in disguise in the middle of the night to go join the army and stuff. And then also "I'll Make a Man Out of You" is one of my favorite Disney songs. So it's tough, but I think I gotta go with Mulan just by a little bit here. So yeah, my vote goes to Mulan. Jordan.
Rush Hour 2, I do have a decent amount of fun with it here. I remember really liking it back in the day. It was a decent VHS watch for me. Mulan's really good too, though. You know, you mentioned the songs, the heart in it. I gotta go Mulan. That's where my heart's taking me right now.
Yeah. Well, Malcolm, what do you think?
Mulan is actually one of my least favorite of the animated movies of the Renaissance. Ben Rush Hour is my favorite of the Rush Hour trilogy. I'm gonna go Rush Hour 2.
Yeah. And Austin and Jake, you guys had it right because of these live action Disney movies. If you're gonna do a live action one, do one of the ones that like wasn't so good. Like Mulan was good. We didn't really need a live action, but
should be interesting. It's a bunch of Native American actors do Pocahontas. To me, it's more obvious.
Do like the Black Cauldron, do something like that, you know? Yeah.
Don't do these ones that are good in the first place. You're not going to make it better.
Yeah, right. But
I actually really enjoyed the Mulan remake. But anyway, I really like the animated one too. We talked about it yesterday. So if you want to hear my thoughts on Mulan, go watch that episode. I like the Rush Hour movies. I think my favorite part of the Rush Hour movies are actually the blooper reels. I think the blooper reels are fantastic. I am going to go with Mulan.
Yeah. Well, Milan it is. Moving on. Which I'm pretty happy about because it's my only animated. Spoiler alert! Only
Let's
animated.
say if it's the only animated movie, I gotta show it some love.
Yeah. I'll say the Mitchells versus the Machines. I watched that recently. That just missed it by 2 spots. Like,
Well, I was about to
wanted
say
to
the
include
only
it,
animated
but-
movie we just had Toy Story 3.
Oh yeah, I forgot that one's on there. So there's 2. Yeah, you're right. There's 2. So forgot about that one. But we got GoldenEye versus Guardians of the Galaxy. So, who's up first? Is it me?
You. Yeah. Oh,
First,
look,
okay.
another comic book movie, just like your original 64.
Yeah, but they're significantly less. Like trust me. Like my first one was like over half. But yeah, like Guardians of the Galaxy, like it's great. It's a lot of fun, especially that mixtape that they have, and it has some of my favorite characters with like Star-Lord, Groot, Rocket Raccoon, and Drax. Like they're all like really solid characters, and like my gaming tag whenever I'm on the line, I'm always under Star-Lord. So if you see any Star-Lords, that could be me online because that's what I use just for gaming stuff. But and then GoldenEye I really like because that matches up so well with the video game, and I grew up playing a video game, and it's just like my favorite Pierce Brosnan, like especially the stuff where he's in the tank, just going down the middle of the city, just like blowing things away. That's a fun time. So it's tough, but I think I'm gonna go with Guardians. I think I go back to that one just a little more. So, but Jordan.
Yeah, I'm not a huge James Bond fan before Craig came to the picture. So I definitely got to sway more towards Guardians of the Galaxy. Great. Didn't really know much about any of these people and fell in love with the entire crew. So Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah. When it comes to the James Bond franchise, GoldenEye is one of those ones I don't know if I've seen at all. I'm going to. They're all on Amazon Prime for me, so I'm going to actually go through them from start to finish.
Nice.
But you must be a really big fan of Vin Diesel because I think this is about, if my count is correct, this is the 5th Vin Diesel movie on this list.
Well, funny enough, I'm not a huge Vin Diesel fan, honestly, but I mean, he's fine.
But Guardians of the Galaxy is Vin Diesel's most wooden acting yet. But I'm going to go Guardians of the Galaxy.
Waka waka. Yeah. 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 And also shout out the character Boris Kolizhnikov from GoldenEye. It's one of my favorite characters. It's like I am invincible. It's Alan Cummings. Like I think a cool character, but Jacob.
Yeah, I haven't seen GoldenEye. My Bond watch is minimal. It's like 6 of the Bond movies. I think it's the first 6. I need to get around to them. What's the plan? I've got the collection, so on the list to watch. But Guardians was a surprise hit. I knew nothing about these characters going into the movie, and I thought, well, this could go either way. And I watched it in the theater. Had a lot of fun with it. The friends I was with had a lot of fun with it. It was just a great theater experience. And it's a very rewatchable movie. I like the introduction to all these characters. I think the soundtrack is fantastic. So Guardians of the Galaxy gets my vote.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like Guardians it is. Oh, wait, Austin, you didn't vote.
That's okay. I won't vote for GoldenEye. Because
of...
GoldenEye will get my vote because I think it's probably the best or my favorite of the Brosnan movies, and Sean Bean is in it. And if you know what Sean Bean is known for in movies, you probably can guess what happens to his character in the movie.
Yep.
Lives a healthy life and settles down with a nice woman.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he just rides up into the sunset. But
I was starting to think those naked girls are never going to show up.
Yeah, but for any like video game movie parallel, I think this one is like it is the most similar as far as video game to movie. Like they do it pretty good, but it's going to be Guardians. Moving on. Let's see. Then we got John Wick up against Top Gun Maverick, another one that I just saw that's gonna make it already after just a quick view.
Every movie that Jordan sees before, yeah, it's gonna make his top one. Really.
No, it's only two that like on the whole thing. I'll just tell you that. But yeah. So who's first now? Is it Jordan? Okay. Yeah. What do you think?
Well, technically, it might be Richie.
Top Gun Maverick there already. Jesus. All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
oh,
here. Yep. Yeah.
You
didn't see
missed
it, right?
Dominion.
It's
Jurassic
freaking
World. 2 days after he watched it. Yeah.
Are you kidding me though? Like Top Gun Maverick though, like even over Jurassic World Dominion, like Top Gun Maverick makes this list easy for me.
Again, I just think your favorite movies of all time should have at least a little breathing room to cement them.
Well, it's
as your
128
favorite.
movies. Like if we were doing like a tighter, like just 64.
Well, yeah, but
that's,
like
they wouldn't make it. But
and I have to be picky with the the top 100 are all movies I've seen over 50 times or something. You know what I mean? Like or 100 times, like not just once.
there's
like
not too many movies I've seen 50 times. So, but anyways,
Anyway,
sure, yeah, we can start with Richie.
Start with Richie.
Back.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Maverick yet, and John Wick's my favorite movie apparently, according to this show.
Gotta vote for your favorite.
I'll go John Wick, but John Wick is a great movie, so it's not just because of that. I probably would have voted for it anyway. Yeah, John Wick.
Yeah, so we won't spoil Top Gun Maverick because it's not new, but JPO, what do you think?
Yeah, I've not seen Maverick. John Wick's great. John Wick.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you think?
Spoilers: Tom Cruise flies around in a plane.
Oh, spoiler alert! You said no spoilers, damn it.
Hey, there's a plane on the post, so you can't can't say he doesn't fly around.
You don't know if he gets in.
I really do like Top Gun Maverick. I think it is much better than the first. John Wick is good. I do gravitate towards the sequels more. I'm gonna break what I said about Dominion because I do think Top Gun Maverick is one that on many watches it's going to stay the same. I'm going to go Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah. It's like in my opinion, it's one of the best movies of the past like 3 years for me. So, but Jacob.
Yeah, I haven't seen Top Gun Maverick, and John Wick is Richie's favorite movie, so I'm gonna go with John Wick.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Austin.
Yeah, Jordan, don't get me wrong. If we were to make a best movies of 2022 so far, Top Gun might be number one right now. Like I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
Like it's great. I just am hesitant to put movies like in my favorite movies of all time right after seeing going off the high of them. You know what I mean? Because if I did that, then
I just wanted to have a couple of new ones in there just to like mix it up.
So that's just my approach to things like that. So I'm gonna vote for John Wick. I've seen John Wick probably a dozen times, and it works a lot. So yeah.
Yeah, see, Ross agrees. He says it's amazing. So yeah. But yeah, like for as much as I love Top Gun Maverick, because another one I saw in 4DX, which it was cool to be flying around with those planes and stuff. But like John Wick though, it's just a movie I've ranked like near the top of my whole list. So it's just hard to put like very much above John Wick. So yeah, John Wick is a franchise that just blew me away when I saw it because it kind of came out of nowhere. Like it didn't really like have a lot of marketing. Like the marketing came out like a month or so before the movie was released, and Keanu Reeves is one of my favorite actors, like at least top 10. So yeah, I'll vote John Wick. So
like the story behind that is I think that John Wick initially had like a more generic title like called something like Revenge or some shit like that. But like during interviews and stuff, he kept Keanu Reeves just accidentally kept calling it John Wick to the point where it's just like, okay, we'll just call it John Wick.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, and I will say, like, when it comes to new movies, I mean, it's fine if after like the second or third viewing you still feel the same as if you did to put it on. I think putting it on if you've only seen it once is a bit much. Like last year, I wanted so much to put In the Heights on my top 100 as soon as I saw it. I was like, why was it going to? Because I'd only just seen it.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, for me, like the two that I put on here, it's just because I don't see any way that like what I think of it now is ever gonna change. I think it's just gonna be the same. So
just wait,
that's just
Morbius is going to show up next.
no, not more because I skipped that. I haven't even seen it, but we still we got District 9 up against Cool Runnings. Here we go. So
All right.
it
JPO.
is JPO.
Oh man, this is an interesting matchup. Which I love. That's what I love about tournament fights because it's such drastically different movies. Both really work.
Yeah.
I might have to go with Cool Runnings though, man. Maybe just because that's the word. It's if I will have to have one that's the most fun. Cool Runnings is the most fun. Am I right?
Yeah.
Are you making fun of me?
No. I'm Schmacob Schmarber. Not at all. No.
Jamaica, we have a bobsled team. Come on.
I don't know what. I don't know. I'm tired. It's been a long night.
Thanks for your vote. Let's move on to Malcolm.
Yeah. Yeah, Malcolm. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of District 9 as much as other people are, but I really do like Cool Runnings, so I'm going to feel the rhythm and vote for Cool Runnings.
Yeah, sounds good. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, I was gonna watch District 9 earlier, but I ended up taking a nap instead.
Oh, you didn't watch it, dang.
So I didn't watch it. Yeah, no, but my nap was fantastic. Other
Nice.
than I'm feeling it a little bit
Vote
right.
for naps.
I slept wrong, and now my neck is a little. But Cool Runnings is great. It comes up on here a lot, and I always say I need to revisit it, and I never do. So, maybe after the show, I know what I'm watching before I go to bed. Might be Cool Runnings.
Well, Austin, what do you think?
Yeah, I'll vote for Cool Runnings also. I had to argue it in a battleground match recently. Had a little bit of an uphill battle against Happy Gilmore. But yeah, I like Cool Runnings a lot.
Ooh, that's an
So
interesting
Cool
matchup.
Runnings, yeah, right.
Was it best sports movie or what was it?
It was me and Papa West. It hasn't aired yet, so I won't spoil anything. But yeah, we each picked. It was a sports comedy of the '90s. So he picked Happy Gilmore pretty quickly, and then I picked Cool Runnings. So yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel pride. I feel power. I feel a badass murderer who don't take no crap off of nobody. Once again, yeah. Cool Runnings is awesome. District 9's fun too. Like it's probably the only Neil Blomkamp movie that I like. Like I do have some kind of like I don't know. Like I don't hate Chappie. I don't hate Elysium, but I'm not gonna say I really like him that much. But District 9's great. Like I just love seeing it. All the aliens integrated into society, and when you come in, you like see them having to like obey all of our laws and everything. Like it's like how they kind of have like an interaction, like they're kind of going back and forth, kind of like hazing each other a little bit to the humans versus the aliens kind of thing. And yeah, like it's a really cool concept. Like I actually wouldn't even mind seeing a sequel to this, but I think though that I probably have Cool Runnings just a couple of spots higher on my list, not a lot higher, but yeah, I go back to it a lot more. So Cool Runnings, but. Richie.
Yeah, I like District 9. I like Neil Blomkamp. I'm curious to see what his alien interpretation would have been. Had Ridley Scott not gone, no, I had Ridley Scott not gone, no, I'm done. I'm not done yet. But yeah, no, I still want to kind of see that movie. I have a soft spot. I also have a soft spot for Chappie. Don't think it's a bad movie. But like talking about District 9, I think it's a good movie. However, Cool Runnings is it's a classic. Can't go past it. So I'll go Cool Runnings.
Yes, it's gonna be Cool Runnings.
Hey, Richie, play the John Turtletop filmography game real quick.
Yeah.
Sure.
Who directed Cool Runnings? So
Cool Runnings.
We have 1992's Three Ninjas, which
yes, freaking love Three Ninjas.
You got Cool Runnings. You get While You Were Sleeping with Bill Pullman, those guys. You get the John Travolta movie Phenomenon.
Okay.
You got a movie called Instinct.
Level Up.
I'm not sure what it is, but something with Anthony Hopkins. Got The Kid, or Disney's The Kid with Bruce Willis.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
get the 2 National Treasure movies. So those are pretty good. Not bad.
Yeah.
And then you got The Sorcerer's Apprentice with Nick Cage.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Last Vegas, if anybody remembers that movie.
Yeah.
with
It's basically,
Oh, yeah.
it's basically like was it that Zach Braff directed movie?
Morgan Freeman and all them. And
Yeah. His most recent movie, The Meg, the Jason Statham shark movie, which we might see on Tuesday night on When Animals Attack.
Yeah.
It's a decent little career. It's not like terrible compared to some
terrible,
directors.
but yeah.
It's not
But I
terrible, but and just very strange. Very
but I
strange
think
from us.
that's probably the last one of round 1. So
Yeah.
we'll move into round 2 and we'll
All right.
fly through it. 10
Gonna go
seconds apiece.
Wrap it.
So
we'll go fast and furious through them.
Well, I even think No Time.
Fast and Furious.
Just to throw it there, I even think No Time to Die being on your list is a bit soon. But anyway, go.
Yeah.
It could be a bit soon, but I have seen that movie 3 times at least. So for that one, so.
Mhm.
Yeah, I let No Time to Die slide being on because I have No Way Home on my list now. I've seen it 3 times.
I think the most
Well-
recent movie I've seen on my top is Infinity War, I think, when I break it down. So that
We'll
was
hang on
like
for the next one on No Way Home and just wait. But anyways, yeah,
All
we
right.
got Zombieland versus Gran Torino. So who's up first now?
So it'll be Matt up first for our rapid fire rounds here.
Malcolm.
Malcolm.
Okay, what do you think here?
Yeah, I enjoy Gran Torino, but I think Zombieland's better.
Yeah. Jacob?
10 seconds, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Gotta make a tough
This is
decision.
actually really tough.
5, 4.
Gran Torino.
Austin?
I'll go Zombieland.
Yeah. And I will also go Zombieland. Jordan? Richie. Yeah.
Richie.
Richie, sorry. He's been
Yeah.
gone for so long, I'm used to calling him out.
Yeah.
No.
Get them damn zombies off my lawn, Zombieland.
Yeah. Yeah. Jordan.
Jordan.
That's the round I missed here. Interesting. I gotta go Zombieland.
Yeah.
All right. Zombieland.
Yeah. Zombieland it is. All right.
Okay.
Then up next we have D2 the Mighty Ducks that made it to the second round, going up against Lord of the Rings and Return of the King. Oh wow. I have a slaughter here. We'll see. But yeah, Jacob.
Yeah, Jordan, you missed this. Guess what D2 took out?
What?
Yes.
D2 took out Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. Crazy. Somehow, because they wanted chaos. Because it's tournament fights, you can have them.
I'm gonna go Lord of the Rings here.
Yeah. Well, like this is like the only show where you're gonna get some of these matchups. Like, what other show on the internet you get? Like the Mighty Ducks against Lord of the Rings, that kind of stuff. But Austin?
I can watch all 3 Mighty Ducks movies in the same time I watch the extended Return of the King. So I'm going to go for D2.
yeah, that is true. But
It's true.
But I actually don't mind that they're long. I think the extended version is the only way to watch it for me. So yeah, I am gonna vote Return of the King. Richie?
I'll go D2.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, Jordan.
Fine, I'll come back.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Malcolm?
See, I'm glad D2 moved on because it makes it so much easier for me. Return of the King.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
damn.
it's kind of close, but it'll be Return of the King. But we do have a potential for ties now, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Let's see, we got Scream, the original Scream, going up against Mystery Men. So,
First,
Austin?
Scream.
Yeah, like I really want to vote for Scream. Like one of the things that I didn't get to say last round is that I watched Scream while I was getting a root canal once because if I want to watch a movie to distract myself, and they had this TV on the ceiling with some headphones, and so they had Mystery Men. I'm like, like hell yeah, let's watch Mystery Man. But here I'm gonna vote Scream because Scream's better. But Richie.
To be fair, I don't put a comedy on when I'm trying to get on the dentist chair. I don't want to laugh. You know?
Yeah, that is
That's
true.
bad. That's bad. I'll go Scream.
Yeah. Jordan.
Hell yeah, gotta be Scream. I love the concept of Mystery Men, but Scream's one of the OG, not an OG, I guess, but it's one of the goats in my opinion. My
Yeah.
OG, my goat, Scream.
Yep. I would agree. Malcolm.
I don't know. I mean, for me, I probably would have put one of the Final Destination movies that was in the dentist office. I'll just make sure it's not the one that has a dentist scene in it.
Yeah, I didn't want to watch
but
anything cringeworthy. I need something happy.
Well, I mean, you don't be sitting in a dentist chair having a root canal when you're watching someone die while sitting in a dentist office.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, Scream.
Yeah. Jago.
Scream.
Yeah. Scream it is. Moving on. And I'm not sure. Are we on the Sweet 16? Because the Sweet 16 will be advancing. So I just wanted to remind you, Austin.
I believe it's the 16.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you're keeping track, right?
Oh,
Or I
so,
can always come back and jot them down too. I don't mind doing that either.
oh, scroll back
Either
up
way.
for a second. I'll jot them down real quick.
Yeah.
So what's in?
We have Scream,
Scream, Lord of the Rings,
16.
and
Return of the King, and Zombieland. That's it. Just those three.
yeah.
Scream, Zombieland, Return of the King.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yep, that's it.
Yep, just three so far.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so
Gotcha.
the Sweet 16 will be in the championship episode. Will be 2 months from now. So yeah, for me. But we have the Matrix going against Falling Down. It's a pretty good match.
Jordan.
Yeah. If I didn't have the Matrix as my number one of all time for like years and years, then I'd probably vote for Falling Down. But I got to go the Matrix. It just like changed the game as far as action sci-fi for its time. So, Richie.
I'll give some love to Falling Down. Why not?
Yeah. Jordan.
I'll give more love to the Matrix. Why not?
Yeah.
Hey,
Sounds
you
good.
cheeky.
Yeah. Cheeky monkey. Malcolm.
I still haven't seen Falling Down since round 1, so I'm going to go to the Matrix.
Yeah. Jacob.
Yeah, and I'll give even more love to the Matrix.
Yeah. Austin.
Matrix.
Way to make me an outlier. Anyway.
The Matrix it is. Yeah. It's all right though. At least someone gave Falling Down some love.
Falling Down against Lord of the Rings, Richie. I'd vote for it.
It happened to me a lot while you were away, Richie.
For some
Richie,
reason, I can just
Real quick, Richie. TMNT 2, Whiplash. Quickly, go.
Whiplash.
Thank you. Where were you? Damn it,
did
Doctor.
not make it. But
Wow.
I was gonna say that for some reason I can see you, Richie, being in the Falling Down role. I feel like you get a lot of like moments where you're screwed over out when you're out and about. Like you could play that role very well. Yeah.
So basically, Richie just said, I can see you boiling over and murdering people.
Yeah, right. Just,
you don't want to fuck with me, man.
right.
All right, what's this next matchup?
All right. We got the Toy Story 3 versus X2.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
Richie. What did X2 beat, just quickly?
It be Zoolander.
Zoolander.
Fair. This is the part where I left, so I'm catching up. This is X2 is really good. This is really hard, actually. I'll go Toy Story 3 though.
Yeah, sounds good. Jordan.
Yeah, this is really hard. I'll put it on y'all. I'll just even it up for now. X-Men.
Yeah. Malcolm.
X gonna give it to you, X-Men 2.
Yeah.
This.
Jacob.
Toy Story 3.
Yeah. Austin.
X2.
Ooh, all right. So, what's it gonna be? Still make it a tie. I think I gotta go. Toy Story 3. That's what I got. So,
All right, it's a tie
Tie?
to Richie.
all right, it's our first tie. So Richie, yeah.
Oh God, I'm really
Yep.
situations.
Came back at the wrong time.
You know what? Just because I don't think it's on this list as much as it probably should be, I'll change my vote to X2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I'm down with that
Such a flip flopper.
because I have X2 actually higher on my list, even though I picked Toy Story.
Okay. I
But,
prefer to be Switzerland, to be honest.
Yeah, so we got 1917 up against Hobbs and Shaw. Fast and
Hobbs
Furious.
Shaw.
What did Hobbs and Shaw beat? I am curious.
Yeah.
What the beat?
That one
Hey,
be
if you want to know, you should have stuck around.
Mission Impossible.
Oh,
is
man, what the hell?
The first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not vote for Shaw. Yes.
I voted for Mission Impossible too. But
No, it was Mission Impossible
Yeah.
1.
all right, yeah. Yeah.
1917.
Yeah, first, okay, yeah, 1917. Malcolm,
Hobbs and Shaw.
yeah.
Really?
Jacob,
1917.
Austin.
It's like not even close. 1917.
It's close for me, but I'm gonna vote 1917. Richie.
So 1917 beat the original podcast or your remake?
The
Original.
Okay, well, okay, yeah, that's more close then. But I was gonna,
It's close.
but like, yeah, Hobbs and Shaw should not have beat Mission Impossible. That's nuts. So 19.
Yeah, but it did. So just move on.
The
1917.
original Poltergeist won't even sniff my list by a country mile. I hate that movie.
1917.
Yeah, 1917. But we still have TMNT, The Secret of the
Oh
Ooze.
God. Okay, I know what that beat. Yeah, I know what that beat.
Somehow. Going up against Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. There you
Oh,
go.
what the fuck did that beat?
The Christmas Vacation.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah,
Oh,
Richie, I don't like Christmas Vacation.
But
What?
you
All right,
like it less than Tokyo
Yeah.
Drift.
I think it's fine. I'd rather watch.
I have
Tokyo
more
Drift
fun
than
with
Christmas
Tokyo
Vacation.
Drift.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
What the hell happened to this fucking
Yeah.
You left Richie and
The
moved
ball
things
to
went off
the
the
chaos.
It's called
rails.
opinions,
Yeah.
Richie. Get used to it.
yeah, but Malcolm, you're up first. So what do you think?
Tokyo Drift team Secret of the Ooze should not have beat Whiplash.
Yeah, but it did. Jacob.
Secret of the Ooze because it rightfully beat Whiplash.
Oh shit.
God.
Austin.
I like the old short Fast and Furious movies. Not as complicated. Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, and I think I gotta go with nostalgia in my childhood. I gotta go with TMNT. I don't know if it rightfully beat Whiplash, but I'm not mad about it.
Oh, it rightfully beat it.
I sure as shit didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is like mediocre sequel territory here.
Yeah.
TMNT.
No, I haven't voted yet.
Wow, Jordan,
Oh,
not turn yet.
I'm
Wow,
not used to
wicked
Richie
people.
being here.
Way to jump the gun. Well, this is pretty hard because I think Tokyo Drift sucks, but then to TMNT beat Whiplash, but it shouldn't. So fine. I'm gonna.
My name is Richie. I can't stand when other people have different opinions.
Yeah.
My name's Jacob. I'm judging Richie too harshly. Mm.
My name is Jordan. I like to make fun of other people by mocking them.
My name's Richie. I make fun of Jordan. Okay, sorry. Richie,
I
go.
can't believe we have a podcast. We actually get along. Anyway, I'm gonna go.
My name's Jordan, and these are my favorite movies.
I'll go Tokyo. I'll go Tokyo Drift, but not passionately at all.
Yeah.
I won't hold the fact that it wrongfully defeated Whiplash, a great movie, but I'll still give some love to the damn turtles.
Yeah. Cowabunga
Well,
turtles, right?
Well, wait. No. It's
All
a
right.
tie.
Okay.
You're
it's a
jumping the
tie.
gun. Hang on. Get the.
Let's wait.
He's
though.
been-
We'll see.
all right, 3-3. It goes to JPO.
All right, Tokyo Drift, chaos.
All right. Then, whatever catchphrase is in Tokyo Drift. Yeah.
Well,
Shout it out.
I just feel like if I don't take out turtles now, y'all are gonna keep it forward. I feel like Tokyo Drift is their chance of losing.
Well,
Yeah.
it depends on what it went up to. I just wanted to get it on the
Okay.
championship episode.
Yeah.
So what did prisoners
Got
go?
prisoners.
Fine being in them. Okay, those two are fine.
Just go watch
Jurassic
the
Park,
episode,
yeah.
Richie.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe. Hit
You
the
want to
bell
see?
notifications.
I'll let you see. Here you
Okay,
go.
maybe that's good, and I'm not really.
There's
tapping
Goblet
my
of Fire for Harry Potter. Yeah.
That's fine. That's all good.
All right.
Yeah. God forbid
Right.
they beat movies Richie likes
Oh
more.
God, I'm not actually doing what you think I'm doing. I'm just being funny.
Heaven help us there. Yeah. But who's up first?
Jacob Harbor.
All right. Harbor.
Prisoners.
This is an alternate universe. Yeah. Austin.
A movie that's 8,000 times better than Jurassic World Dominion, Jurassic Park.
I mean, they're both better than
I
Human
thought-
They should not
I was-
We'll say it's way
Yeah.
better. Yeah.
gone either way with
I'll
that.
still agree with that. So Jurassic Park. Yeah. Richie.
I think I know where this is going. So I'll do some. I'll show some love to Prisoners.
Yeah. Jordan.
JP, Jurassic Park.
Yeah. And Malcolm.
Jurassic Park.
Ooh, all right.
Not mad at
Jurassic
that.
Park. Yeah. All right. I think that's the end of this side. Yep. So we got one half of our Sweet 16. We got our first 8.
Yeah. See, Jordan, neither of those we're gonna lose to TMNT 2.
Never know.
You never know with this show.
All right. So we got Pulp Fiction going up against Shazam.
Which
So,
is that?
Shazam beat Deathly
Yeah,
Hallows
like
Part
that
2.
too.
Okay,
okay.
fair enough.
Just
Fair
leave
enough.
the bracket over if Richie's gonna keep asking. Just leave the bracket over.
yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
We'll
There
do
you go.
that for
Thanks.
Richie. Yeah.
Thank you.
you.
I need to know.
And it's Austin,
Me.
right?
Yeah, Shazam is fine. I said that last time. And Pulp Fiction. It ain't even close to Pulp Fiction. Not even close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Shazam I had on the list because I was surprised by like how good I felt like by the end of it. I was like, man, like that made me feel really good. It kind of boosted my day. But Pulp Fiction boosted my whole life. That movie's freaking amazing. So I'll go Pulp Fiction. Yeah. Yeah. Even though it's kind of dark, it's still
I
like
need to
great.
watch this uplifting movie by Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Richie?
Richie.
Yeah, I'm in the same sort of same camp as Austin. I think Shazam's fine. It's like maybe one of the better DC movies. It's not saying much. It's all right.
Yeah.
Like I know Pulp Fiction gets mentioned here a lot, but like it's a really good movie. And if it was up against a different competition, maybe I'd vote against it, but I can't this time. So Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
That was more than 10 seconds, Richie.
We'll give him a, like slightly more. He wasn't here for it. Yeah. But Jordan.
Yeah, I didn't vote for Shazam last time, and I do like it, but I'm not gonna go for it over Pulp Fiction. Love Pulp Fiction, so Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Shazam.
Yeah.
Shazam.
Malcolm.
I'm going to show some love for Shazam.
Yeah. Shazam with the exclamation. You got to get that in there. But Jacob.
I'm also gonna show some love for Shazam, just to give it a couple votes.
Yeah. You voted
That's
first,
it.
Austin, right? Okay.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction.
So Pulp Fiction. All right. Then moving on, we have Hot Fuzz.
Right,
Beat out Lord of the Rings going up against Employee
What
of
the
the Month.
fuck?
Yeah, that was a chaos.
agree with you
Yeah.
on this one, Richie.
To vote
I
both
agree with
Back
you
to
on
the
this one,
Future
Richie.
out of here.
Richie, that was just a straight chaos vote. That's all it was. And
We lost their minds. I was one of them. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Jordan
That's one of my
originally
guilty
voted
pleasure
for Back to the Future Part 2, and then switched
And
at the
they
last
changed
second.
I had
Yeah.
really bad peer pressure influence.
Yeah. Well, which is better here, Hot Fuzz and Employee of the Month? I think I'm first, right?
yeah.
You know what? I don't think it's gonna go this way, but I'm just gonna go for Chaos Employee of the Month. Let's go. So
Do it, Richie.
Richard?
Join us. Join us.
yeah,
I'm not the Dark Order. I'm not joining you.
Dane
It's
Cook.
like
Come on, you guys are stand-ups. Dane Cook.
It's like the
Yeah.
choice between being eating chocolate ice cream and being shot out of a cannon. I Hot Fuzz. It's one of the best
Yeah.
comedy. It's fucking stupid. It's silly.
Yeah. Yeah. But,
Jordan.
well,
Yeah,
Employee of the
even,
Month-
Even I can't
go
do the
ahead.
chaos no more here either. Dane Cook, yeah, he had a good run. Hot Fuzz, definitely.
But Hot Fuzz doesn't have jokes about like taking huge dumps and like mouse balls swinging through the air.
Oh, thank you for proving more reasons why
Right
Hot
to-
Fuzz is better.
Yeah.
If
No.
that's the argument you go to
No.
to sway somebody.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to sway anyone. But
You're swaying me more towards Hot Fuzz.
Malcolm,
Yeah, I only made the suggestion of chaos for this to make this matchup easier. Hot Fuzz is going to move on.
yeah, man, no one's with me this time on chaos. Jacob,
Nope, Hot Fuzz.
yeah.
Yeah, hell no, bro. Hot Fuzz is like top 20 for me. Hell no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hot Fuzz is-
Also, to be fair, me and Austin were the ones that did the chaos. Jordan, for some reason, changed his vote to put
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
enjoy the idea of like how often is Employee of the Month on these lists, and I do like Dane Cook. And Dane Cook legitimately replied back to me on Instagram or Twitter, so he's a nice guy.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's because he has nothing better to do nowadays.
Shut up.
Well, to
I
be
mean,
fair,
Dane
like
Cook's
Employee of the
actually
Month.
just Schmodown.
Yeah.
Wait, is he on Shoutout?
No.
Have
no,
you
but-
looked at a picture of him and Christian Harloff side by side?
Yeah. they
Oh,
look
okay.
really
No, I
good,
never know.
But
I never heard of that.
to be fair, about Employee of the Month, it was like 127 or something on my list. It's pretty high.
That's
So,
still not
but-
that fair, man. That's still pretty high for all the movies of all
Yeah,
time.
Yeah. But we have Deadpool 2 going up against The Social Network. So
Richie.
and it's
Yeah.
Richie.
I thought Deadpool 2 was fine. It's a good movie. Nowhere near as good as the first one. So, and Social Network's great, right? I'll go Social Network.
Yeah. Jordan?
Just for a quick comparison, by the way, since you said that earlier, Employee of the Month, number 87 in the year 2006, according to me. Let's go with what are we on here? Oh man, love these movies, the PCs, Reese's Pieces.
Yep.
What did Richie say?
You're just going to vote for all them to know what I said, so just don't tell them.
All right.
All I'm telling
I
you
can tell.
is
I think you said Social Network, so I'm going to say Deadpool, and if I'm wrong, whatever.
Yeah,
Deadpool.
yeah, you bet.
Yeah. Well, Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Social Network.
Yeah. Jacob?
Social Network.
Austin?
Social Network's an all-timer, man. Social Network.
Yeah, Social Network's awesome. It's better than Deadpool 2. So yeah.
Suck it, Jordan.
Social Network.
Why? I like both films.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
They're both good. Yeah. But up next we have Gone Girl going up against Love and Mercy. Beating out Jurassic World Dominion, which I threw in there after seeing it like less than a week ago.
I see you like
Yeah,
2 days
Jordan's
ago.
like, I love
Yeah.
40X. It's in.
Yeah.
Do you have
Yeah.
one or just the second one on here?
Well, I just wanted to just like throw a couple of new ones that I just seen. Just
Yeah,
for
that
fun.
no one else has, so everyone else goes automatically the other movie.
You never know. This is tournament fights. Like crazier things have happened. You never know.
Well, not tonight.
But Gone Girl versus
Cheap
Love
way.
and Mercy. So yeah. Jordan.
Oh, this Jordan. Yeah, Love and Mercy, good flick. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Gone Girl, Ben Affleck, Gone Girl.
Yeah. Malcolm.
I mean, the only exception for having movies that no one had seen is if you're doing a most anticipated movie of insert year here.
Yeah. Right.
But that being said, I still haven't seen Gone Girl or Love and Mercy for that matter. So I'm going to go Love and Mercy because I want to see that more.
Yeah. If you're a fan of biopics, it's like a great biopic. But Jacob.
Yeah, Love and Mercy is available on HBO Max, so I might watch that soon. But I'm going to go Gone Girl in this matchup.
Yeah. Austin.
Gone Girl's like my second favorite Fincher, so yeah, Gone Girl.
Yeah. Gone Girl's great. It helped me get over my crazy breakup. So yeah, I'm gonna go Gone Girl. Richie.
wouldn't Gone Girl make you steer clear of women? Sometimes.
Yeah.
Uh,
But when I got out of a 7-year relationship where I was engaged, and so I'm like, let's go see a movie about a crazy bitch. Yeah.
fair enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
It
mean,
would be crazy.
we've talked about it, but yeah, having Dominion on your list is crazy.
Yeah.
More crazy than Rosamund Pike and Gone Girl, but yeah, Gone Girl.
Yeah.
Gone Girl.
Gone Girl. Sounds good. But then we have Scream 2, the second. We up against Office Space.
Oh, fuck yeah. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, here we go. And it's is it Malcolm first? Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna go Scream 2.
Yeah.
Jacob.
Also, I'm not sure why Steven's asking this, but he says I don't see E.T. here. Well, it's on my top 64, so no, you're not going to see it. But Jacob,
Scream 2.
yeah, but E.T. is one of my favorite scores of all time. I'll say that, but Austin,
One of these movies has a soundtrack by Ghetto Boys, Office Space.
yep, yeah. This one's tough because Scream 2 it's my favorite horror franchise. But I think I got to go Office Space. Yeah, just so good. Richie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Office Space for Scream 2.
I'm gonna need you to vote for Office Space. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Office Space. I'm glad to see it here.
I need those TPS reports done by Monday. Yeah. Jordan?
One of these has Timothy Oliphant as the killer. Scream 2.
All right.
Right, so we have a tie. It goes to Malcolm.
Tie.
Scream 2.
Ooh, all right. Scream 2.
Heal. That's all right. Scream 2 is
Might
great.
get a Scream v Scream 2 if it goes to the championship. That's the only way it's happening. But Captain America Civil War up against Dr. Sleep. So,
It's interesting they beat out. Is that Winter Soldier?
Winter Soldier.
yeah.
Seriously?
Jacob.
Yeah. Our reasoning, Richie, was we just didn't want a Captain America matchup.
And also, Doctor Sleep's a great movie, so back
And
off.
Dr. Sleep is a great
Yeah,
movie.
no, I'm not saying that. Anyway,
Oh.
you'll see my actual opinion when you come to me.
Yeah.
Well, then shut up till then.
Yeah. Shut it.
Hey, this hostile.
Yeah.
I should just say that.
Yeah. Hey, shut up so I can vote for Civil War.
Yeah.
Please.
Austin.
Dr. Sleep.
All is right with the world.
I gotta go Civil War. Yeah. Richie.
Okay, I would have voted for Doctor Sleep over Winter Soldier because Doctor Sleep's a great sequel that didn't get enough love
Yeah.
at the box
I agree.
office, and I'm going to vote for it again because Doctor Sleep is great. Dr. Sleep.
Yeah. Jordan.
Oh,
Mhm.
I'll go Civil War.
Yeah. And Malcolm. What do you think?
So is it currently 3-2 for one of them?
Yeah, I think it's 3-2 Civil War. So it's up to you.
So I know I've got who's got the tiebreak vote.
It's all about strategy sometimes on this.
5, 4, 3.
Back at
2.
Doctor Sleep.
All right.
So we have a tie.
Tie.
And we'll go to
Heat it up.
Jacob.
Yeah.
Jacob.
It'd be a little tougher if one of these wasn't in my top 30 of all time. Civil War.
Yeah. Civil War. All right. In the Sweet 16. Then we have Mulan. Sorry, I just got to pop up on my screen. Mulan, yeah, versus Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, Rush Hour 2 is one of my underrated comedies. But,
I love Rush Hour 2.
yeah. Yeah, Austin.
Me, Guardians.
I want to show some love to Mulan, even though on my actual list I have Guardians higher, but I'm gonna vote Mulan. I feel like it. But Richie?
I wouldn't have had Mulan beat Rush Hour 2, so Guardians.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jordan.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Dead.
You are muted, I think, or
No,
you're
he's
thinking,
just not saying. He's thinking.
or you're falling asleep.
Get
Ten Guardians.
yeah.
All
I
right.
think he
Okay.
did. I couldn't tell.
I didn't fall asleep. I was actually
No,
not paying attention.
no. I was just joking with you, but Jacob.
I will also go Guardians.
Mhm.
Guardians it is. And you're the animation guy, Jacob. Come on.
Yeah, but Mulan's like
What is animation in Guardians?
Yeah. Maybe.
Mulan's like B tier animation for
Yeah.
me, and Guardians is like
S.
S tier comic book.
Yeah. Well, we have John Wick up against Cool Runnings. He's gonna go shoot up the Jamaican team. But
I don't know. You would do that anyway.
yeah, who's first?
No, you take out those are the good guys. You go take out the Swiss.
Yeah, the
You
Swiss.
take the
You know,
Swiss.
prejudice.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan.
Let's see. I gotta go John Wick. Yeah, pretty easy. Richie.
Go for your
I'll
favorite
also go
movie.
Yeah, I'll also go John Wick. I have to go.
Go for your favorite. Jordan.
Ooh, toughie. John Wick.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Cool winnings.
Yep. Peace be the journey. Jacob.
Keep it interesting. Cool Runnings.
Austin.
I'll keep it interesting. Cool Runnings.
Ooh. So is it a tie
Gotta
or,
go.
or did Cool Runnings make it?
Ty. Jacob.
Okay. Jacob.
I had the last tiebreaker.
No,
It's you, Austin.
It's
Oh, that's you. Yeah. it's you.
The Civil War and Doctor Sleep ended in a tie.
I forgot to switch it. So Cool Runnings. Why the fuck not?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Sure.
because-
Why not?
Either way, the tiebreaker vote would have been the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There goes number.
Forgot
It's
my
high on
chart.
John Wick was numbered. Let me look for it really quick. Number 8 on my list, so it's in my top 10. It's gone. So, but that'll be the Sweet 16. So, all those movies that got voted in will be in the championship. So, Cool Runnings just squeaks into the championship episode there. But
And so does Tokyo Drift.
yeah, Tokyo Drift. So, but the next one, whatever movies make the Elite 8, will be in a poll tomorrow on Schwinn and Friends and Family for anyone tuning in. So you can go over there and check it out. But we have Zombieland, zoom it out, going up against Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. So,
Richie.
and it's Richie.
Zombieland.
Yeah. Jordan.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah, I'm just glad Lord of the Rings made it to the championship, but Return of the King was favorite of the trilogies. I'm gonna go to the King.
Yeah. Jacob.
Return of the King.
Yep. Austin.
Zombieland.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go Return of the King, and I'd love to see some zombies in Middle Earth. Like that'd be cool. But so it's Return of the King. Yeah. All right. So now we got Scream going up against the Matrix. So it's JPO first.
Scream.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Scream.
Yeah. Jacob.
Scream.
Yeah. Austin.
Matrix.
Yeah, and I would go Matrix. And Richie.
Scream.
Ooh, all right. So Scream makes it. Huh? Sounds
Scream
good. There goes my number 2 of all
Still
time
alive.
right there. Gone. So, but we have X2 up against 1917. So it's Malcolm, right? So what do you think, Mac?
X2.
Yeah. Jacob?
Slightly X2.
Yeah. Austin?
X2.
Yeah, I think slightly X2. Richie?
X2.
And Jordan?
Well, I'm glad you guys decided to form me, because this one was hurting me. I'll trust him up for 1917.
Yeah. Fair enough, but X2 moves on. Let's see. Then we got Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. I'm still hanging in there
Jesus.
against Jurassic Park.
Oh.
Ooh, do you want chaos? You want chaos tonight? Probably not. But
Probably not.
Jacob.
No chaos. Jurassic Park.
Oh, you almost went there.
I almost, but
yeah.
not against Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Austin?
I'm going for chaos right now. Tokyo Drift. Let's roll.
I'm tempted, but man, Jurassic Park is just like near the top of my list. So Jurassic
I know
Park.
it's almost good as Jurassic World Dominion, isn't it, Jordan?
Yeah. No.
Almost.
No, it's not almost as good. It's nowhere near as good.
That.
We're talking about two separate ends of my top 128. So, but Richie.
Yeah, this is what the fuck are we doing, guys? Jurassic Park.
We're having fun. That's what we're doing. But
Yeah.
Jordan.
Madness! The madness ends here. Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Jurassic Park's already made the championship, so it's got another chance to win. I'm gonna go Madness Tokyo Drift.
Ooh, but it's close, but no cigar.
This time.
Jurassic Park.
It could win twice.
It could.
Yeah.
It could be another 2-time winner. All right, let's see. That's that one side. We're narrowing it down. So we got Pulp Fiction going up against Hot Fuzz.
Oh, first side. Oh my god.
This one's hard. Yeah.
Me first. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
Hot Fuzz.
Yeah, why not? I'll go Hot Fuzz just because like it just never seems to make it as far as it should. So Hot Fuzz. Richie?
I will. That's a hat trick. I'll go Hot Fuzz.
Yeah. Jordan?
Let's see. Oh no.
You could put it through right now if you vote one way.
Hot Fuzz.
Yeah. Malcolm?
Yeah, if JPO didn't do it, I would have done it Hot Fuzz.
Yeah. And Jacob?
Let's make it a clean sweep.
Yeah. Clean
Good
sweep.
fucking movie.
For old Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. Yeah. And then we got Social Network versus Gone Girl.
Ooh.
Too far.
Oh, that's
The Fincher matchup. Here we go.
Fincher. Yeah, Fincher.
Yeah. And who's first?
It's you first, Jordan.
Oh man, this one's tough. I think the Social Network's slightly better, so I'll go Social Network. Richie?
Yeah, I think they rank. They both rank pretty highly as far as Dave Fincher goes, but I would say Social Network ranks a little bit higher. So Social Network.
Yeah. Jordan?
I'm sorry, Ben. No one show him this. Social Network.
Yeah. Malcolm?
Social Network.
Who's Ben and where can I find him to send him the link to this episode? Jacob?
Social Network.
Yeah. And Austin?
Yeah, when Henry and I did Fincher, it was Social Network was the number one, and Gone Girl was 2 for me. So Social Network, but they're right there.
Nice. Yep, they're right there. Yep. So we got Social Network. All right. Then up next we got Scream 2 up against Captain America: Civil War. And it's Richie first.
Yeah. Scream.
Ooh, Okay. GPO.
Civil War.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Scream 2.
Yeah. Jacob Harbor.
I want to see that Scream matchup in the finals. Scream 2.
Ooh, yeah. Austin.
Scream 2.
Sure, why not? Let's do it. Scream 2.
It would have gone anyway. And then with
Yeah.
regards to it, it's war.
Okay, so yeah, I already had enough votes.
Mhm.
Well, let's Scream 2 then.
Unnecessary
we got,
tension.
yeah, we got
Guardian.
Guardians of the Galaxy up against Cool Runnings.
Mhm. Mhm.
Two ragtag groups right here. Come on.
Mhm. Jordan Owens.
Let's go. Cool Runnings.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. Jacob.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool to get Cool Runnings in the poll. Cool Runnings.
Yeah, it'd be very cool. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm Austin.
Cool Runnings.
Yeah. Let's go for some chaos. We'll go for some igloos and Eskimos and penguins and ice. Ice. Cool Runnings. Is that everyone, or do you vote Richie?
No.
Okay.
I would have said Guardians.
Ooh. Well,
But it's
we would've
4-2
said it,
for
but-
cool.
It's Cool Runnings. All right. It's summertime here where we're at, so we need something to cool us down. Cool
It's
Runnings.
winter here. It's fucking
Yeah.
cold. Anyway,
Winter, yeah. Yeah.
oh, yeah.
All right. So now we got the Elite Eight. So we have our poll. So we'll just figure out a winner here. We got Return of the King versus I believe Scream. So Scream.
All right. Malcolm.
Return of the King.
Yeah. Jacob.
Jacob.
Scream.
Austin.
Scream.
Yeah, like why not? Like Return of the King's in my top 10, but Scream. Let's do it. Richie.
Scream.
Jordan.
Scream.
Yeah. Everybody scream. There you go.
I can't wait here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
X2 up against Jurassic Park. All right.
All right. Jacob.
X2.
Austin.
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic World Dominion. I mean Jurassic Park. Yeah. Jurassic Park. Richie.
That's you. You haven't voted. Oh, have you? Oh, you voted. Oh, cool. You did.
Yeah.
Vote. Sorry.
Yeah.
My
did
bad.
Jurassic Park.
You go. I'm gonna go X2.
Yeah. Jordan.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Malcolm.
And Malcolm, did you vote already?
The theme of today has been Chaos X2.
Ooh. X2.
Well,
so is it
Not
time?
quite yet. It's
Okay.
a tie, and it goes to Jordan. Well,
To me?
Chaos,
Is that-
Jordan.
Mm.
Chaos.
I'm just on too much of a Jurassic Park high right now. I gotta go Jurassic Park.
Yeah, but that was
So,
because of the minion. But anyway.
That was because of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
minion.
Yeah.
that's a very inferior film. You're on a super
St.
high.
Justice for Jurassic Park Dominion. Come on. You can have new movies on your list. Come on. You can have it. I just proved you could. All right. So we got Hot Fuzz up against the Social Network.
Me. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty close. I'm gonna go Hot Fuzz.
Yeah, this one's close. For yeah, I gotta go Hot Fuzz. Richie?
Yeah, it's close. Both got great writing for different reasons. But I'll go Hot Fuzz.
Yeah. Jordan.
Oh man, oh boy, we're getting that nitty gritty here.
Yeah.
Some great flicks left. Hot Fuzz.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Social Network.
Yeah. Jacob.
I would go on Social Network as well.
Well, it's gonna be Hot Fuzz though.
Hot Fuzz, yeah.
For the win, for the dub. Let's see. Then we got Scream 2 up against Cool Runnings.
Sure.
Well, I think for this one, like it's not even like a chaos vote. Scream 2, just better. Richie?
Yeah, Scream 2.
Yep. Jordan?
Now I gotta go Cool Runnings.
Yeah. Malcolm?
Scream 2.
Yeah. And Jacob?
Scream 2.
And Austin?
I would have gone Cool Runnings.
Ooh. Well, it's going to be Scream 2, so we might get that matchup. This is what we're kind of like leaning towards, but we'll see. This is our final four, so we got Scream versus Jurassic Park. And
Yeah,
it's Richie.
Fuck hell. Damn it.
Yeah.
I don't ask for much in life, guys. Just give me this matchup, please.
Yeah.
It's not. Okay, anyway.
You asked for a lot, Jacob.
Scream.
I don't.
Scream, yeah. Jordan?
Jordan, are you alive?
Yeah, I'm alive. What's going on? S tier.
He's fading in and out of it.
It's the wrong show.
No,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
I nominate for the best Ray Liotta movie on Rankum Observer Report.
Yeah.
Are you voting for Scream or Jurassic Park? Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, Scream.
That was a couple of days ago.
Oh, my bad.
Out of touch.
I mean, it was about a week. It was about a week and 2 days that we did Ray Liotta movies.
Oh, yeah. The week in 2 days, all right. Yeah, because yesterday was Spielberg. That's right. Yeah, but Malcolm.
I can't wait for part 2 of this, which is probably going to have Scream 2022 on it. But I'm going to go Jurassic Park.
And 3 and 4. No, I'm just kidding. They're not there. But Jacob.
Scream.
Yeah. Austin.
Jurassic Park.
That's my vote for Scream. So I think it's Scream, right?
Yeah.
Yep, Scream it is. All right. Let's see what we get here. Is it Jordan first?
Yeah.
Right.
For Hot Fuzz and Scream 2.
Yeah, Hot Fuzz v Scream 2.
Look up, Jordan.
Scream. I was thinking this time.
Look up.
Scream
We're almost
2.
done.
Scream. God damn it! Let me speak. I'm human.
We haven't hit the 4-hour mark yet.
Scream 2 is not my vote. Hot Fuzzes.
Okay.
That
Malcolm.
was uncalled for.
I know how much Jacob wants this. I'm going to vote against it. Hot Fuzz.
Oh, what that was definitely a dig.
It was a spite
Scream
vote.
2. Scream 2.
Yep. Austin.
Sorry, dude. Hot Fuzz is top 20 material. Scream 2 is not Hot Fuzz.
Oh man, do I want to do it? Kind of part of
Both
it.
But make Richie make the decision, Jordan.
Sure, yeah. I want to have the final decision. I'll say Scream 2. Let's go.
You absolute bully. I can't believe we do a podcast together. Okay, I get it. Okay, I know. Put me in
Any way you want. It's fine. Like
look, I have
I
to.
don't hold grudges.
I wasn't gonna. I couldn't. just couldn't give you what you want anyway. This is I don't want this to be like this is not there's like, and I've seen both of these, so it's all good. It's not like a it's just camp thing. I'm sorry, Jacob, I can't do it.
You can.
First you ruined the last episode. Now you ruined this.
Oh,
one.
no,
Damn it.
whatever. Yeah.
No.
Also, Richie, you do a podcast with Jacob Barber, not Jacob Harbour.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Who's this fucking Harvey guy?
Yeah, it's my first time on the show, and
Oh,
this is the way you guys treat me. Austin, I watched the summer camp episode. Now I know how you feel.
We're
Yeah.
trying to welcome in a new guest here from an alternate universe here. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
But
Alright.
yeah, so it's Scream 2?
No, it's Hot Fuzz 4-2.
No, it's Scream 2. Damn it!
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. No, just kidding. Yeah,
It's Ernest joins the police.
Yeah.
Yes, Ernest. Yeah, Ernest goes to camp. All right.
It's Ernest goes to summer, whatever the fuck the name of the place is in Hot Fuzz. Yeah.
Yeah, Somerville or whatever.
Just look at him.
So, who's up first here for this one?
It's Malcolm.
All right.
Scream.
Yeah, which one do you want to face? Do you want to face the Ghostface Killer, or do you want to face Simon Pegg with his shotgun?
I answered. I said Scream.
Jacob?
Yeah, he answered. Jacob.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah.
I don't care anymore.
He's depressed.
Scream.
Austin?
Yeah, you know how I feel when nobody would vote for Ernest Goes to Camp except me, even though it's like a quintessential camp movie, and they just did Ernest Day at the damn park a few days ago. Hot Fuzz.
Look what I started. You did this again, Richie.
I did it. That's why you put it on me. You told Jordan to put it on me. Okay? You started it by trying to instigate the situation.
Yeah. Well, I'm just happy.
One of these days, you need to learn to just take responsibility for your actions. Okay?
Take responsibility, admit when you're wrong, like it can be done. But I'm just happy that Cool Runnings and Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift are going to be in the championship episode. So I'm happy about that.
One of us is happy.
Yeah, but I'm going to have to go with. Ooh, this is tough. I'm going to go with Scream. I was with you, Jacob. I supported you. So
Thank you.
Yeah.
First time on the show, and you're the only one supporting me.
Yeah, but Richie.
I mean, like I'm going to be on many more streams where I can support you. So Hot Fuzz.
Yeah. Jordan, you awake? Woohoo!
All right, let's go for Scream.
Yeah. Malcolm.
He already voted.
I
It's
started
Scream
it.
wins.
Oh yeah. Okay, I had to do it for
Made
the
it all
champion.
anticlimactic.
Yeah.
So
So,
Scream wins. And he was just like, Malcolm.
so Scream for the win, though, right? Am I correct on that?
Yes, you're correct.
Okay.
Scream
Okay,
wins.
just making sure. Scream. There you go. Boom. Scream. It's my favorite horror franchise. My second favorite horror movie of all time, which is my number one favorite horror movie, will be on the next half of this. So,
The
but
Poltergeist remake. Got it.
yeah.
Sounds
good.
Yeah.
Leprechaun.
But yeah, that
See,
was a fun time. So
the
yeah.
happy time murders. That's
So,
all.
how many more recent movies will Jordan have on his part 2?
Well,
what comes out this week? Are you going to see anything?
Well,
Yeah, what
Well,
kind
actually,
quick,
I actually forgot about one. There is one more on there. One from released in 2022. So
Lightyear and the
Lot-
Black Phone.
Lightyear
Are you
comes out
gonna-
this weekend.
but is Nope going to win this show?
yeah, I have Nope on there. Then I also have Thor: Love and Thunder on there, and Lightyear. All those. Yeah. But yeah, that'll do it for us tonight. Though that was fun. So we almost had a cool championship match, but
He's going to go see that. Richie's going to go see that Elvis movie in 4DX and get Elvis sweat all over him. And he's going to put it on top.
Yeah. 4DX. I don't even know if that one's even playing in 4DX. That'd be kind of wild. But yeah, that will do it.
He's gonna
So-
continue to turn around on the Minions franchise and put Minions: Rise of Gru in his top 100. He's gonna be blown away.
And with that, we'll let JPO go to sleep. He's went to bed. So no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we'll go around and you can do your plugs. We can tell us where we can find you. We'll start with Richie.
All right.
Where can we find you?
Find me here tomorrow doing When Animals Attack. It should be fun. Tournament fight.
Mhm.
And then also do trivia on Jordan Owen's channel. Movies, wrestling sometimes, and we do every Thursday do the Lonely Monks podcast on here. We talk about
Not anymore.
with
Nope.
every Thursday, me and Jordan Owens and
I'll be replacing you.
Yeah, good luck getting access to the channel.
Me and Jacob Barber do the Lonely Monks.
Lonely
Jacob
Marks
Barber.
podcast live on the Pierce Co channel.
It's Jacob Barber. Jacob Barber can fuck up.
Make me lose my people, Richie. My channel.
We can talk about us, but we're going to be doing. We're going to be at. It's like we're running the Freddie Prinze Jr. is going to be running a wrestling promotion. So we're going to do it like we're running it, and we're going to draft unsigned, try to draft unsigned talent. So that should be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Send me the list, Jordan.
Yeah.
I've got a list to send you if you want to get involved. So and other than that, just to get see me around places. So yeah.
Well, Richie, we had one person in the freaking chat that stuck around 3.5 hours, and you just pissed him off. See?
Oh,
You see?
Oh no! I'm really sitting up on the Henry thing.
How's it feel to piss two people off, Richie?
Yeah.
Isn't Animals Attack Tuesday, not Monday?
It's on Tuesday. Yep. Yeah.
Tuesday. Sorry.
Technically,
it's our Tuesday.
So technically tomorrow.
Yeah, and
Monday.
It's
And also,
Wednesday for me.
Yeah, Wednesday for me too. Yeah.
But just so everybody knows, though, the Animals Attack movie will be starting an hour later, so we can accommodate Austin because he's going to be hosting it. So it'll start at 10 p.m. Eastern. So we'll just try to move fast since we're going a little later. But yeah,
It'll be easy because half of these movies, I'll just sell it in like 15 seconds. I'll probably end up voting for stuff you haven't seen anyway, so it's fine. So I'll just sell it really quick.
But JPO, where can we find you?
Well, yes, good sir. As previously mentioned, live on this channel on Thursdays, the Lonely Marks Wrestling Podcast. Pez, Rich G, and Jacob Barber. So much better than Jacob Barber. We talk pro wrestling and have fun. Over at the Pierce Wrestling channel. Maybe a little bit of a hiatus because I'm currently in the middle of a move. But we have wrestling trivia over there, matches, and a podcast with fellow wrestlers. And then over at the Pierce Co channel, movie trivia, reviews, countdowns. Me and Jacob got some stuff in the works. Maybe Richie. Me and Malcolm just did a review not too long ago for Chip and Dale. We have fun over there. And most importantly, find me on the street corner. Hey!
Yeah. All right. Sounds good. Hey, girl. Malcolm, where can we find you?
I'm pretty sure when Animals Attack is this exact same panel all over again.
Yep.
I'm also on that.
But it was easy to just get like all you guys for something like that. So yeah.
But yeah, you can find me over on Tape View Productions. I host Rankum every Saturday night. Last time we did Steven Spielberg. This week, in honor of Lightyear coming out, we're doing not Pixar because why not? We're doing movie spin-offs because everyone likes movie spin-offs. And you can also find me over on Full Metal hosting trivia on Friday we've got a double header of Lost trivia and The Simpsons seasons
Oh, I
1 to
should probably
2.
fund that too. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
on-
Yeah.
I'm on that
I should
one.
tune into that because I would have liked to be on it, but it was already full. Yeah. But yeah, but funny enough, for the animals attack, we have everybody that's on this panel plus the one person that's in the chat. Steven Shepard will be on it, so it's literally everybody here. So and
There's 7 people on that show.
No, I'm
People on
not
that
on.
show?
I'm not
no,
on.
Oh,
oh yeah, it's not
Jacob Harbor
not
is not.
Jacob.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not
So
gonna
it'll be a better time.
Jacob Barber.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Steven did tell me that he's seen most of the movies on the list, surprisingly. So yeah, so he'll be a good one to have.
Mhm.
But
You see frogs?
Jacob Harbor, where can we find you?
You can find me around. I mean, I don't really have anything going on.
Don't have anything? Oh,
No, Jacob
right.
Harbor doesn't.
I thought maybe you had some other shows that were in your other dimension that you do. But yeah, that's all right.
No, Jacob Harbor doesn't. No, this was fun for my first time.
Nice. Well, we'll have to have you back for your second time on the show. But Austin, where can we find you?
Well, I do a podcast about movies with another guy named Jacob Barber. We just did a Disney Renaissance show about the 90s Disney Renaissance, and that was really fun. And hopefully our wild card episode this Saturday, just featuring anything we want to talk about, just kind of a loosey-goosey show, just catching up on things we've been watching. That'll be that. And speaking of Jurassic Park, myself and Henry Confidential will be ranking the Jurassic Park franchise on Wednesday night. So, and yeah, you can hear
What do you
my
mean?
in-depth thoughts on that show. So, yeah. So, that should be good.
Now, are you going to get into spoiler territory about Jurassic World Dominion yet? I'm not sure.
Probably on that show, but we'll give a spoiler warning. Probably.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We'll have to tune
Give
in
a
'cause I'm
spoiler
curious to know what your thoughts on some of the issues from that movie. But
There's plenty. Plenty.
Yeah.
So we'll go into it.
Yeah.
What do you
yeah,
mean, Pez? It's a top 128 movie.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
it's
top
true.
one.
No, just as good as Jurassic Park. I'll be hosting the Animals Attack. We'll see some of those Jurassic Park movies on there. Dominion won't be on there because it's too recent, so everybody's seen it. The other 5 will be. So yeah, there'll be some familiar movies on there, and you can see me shilling movies like Slugs and Squirm and Frog and Night of the Lepus. It should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and when we finally get around to my next part 2 of this, you can get on me again because there's one more 2022, but I'm not going to reveal it. So
Just don't tell me you put like Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on there. I swear to God, I'll just quit the stream.
with the what? Wait, what'd you say? You cut out for a minute. The what?
Yeah, Sonic 2.
Oh no, there's no Sonic 2. No.
My money's
think I
on the
remember.
Batman.
I think I know
No,
what
if
it
I
is.
had Sonic 2 on there, I'd quit my own stream. Yeah. But we can find us on all the social media platforms at Movie Hero 2121 on Twitter and Instagram.
Don't tell me you already put everywhere all at once on your 128. You got to be shitting me already.
I'm not going to say.
I was
They
thinking
say no
Stream
comment
Live.
there. No comment. But
Yeah, he did.
but you can find us on Facebook or no on. You're throwing me off now. You can find us on our email at moviehere2121@gmail.com. If you have any ideas for the show, if you have something longer you want to write, you can send it over there.
He's a
You
big
can
fan
find
of
us
movie ball.
on Facebook in the Shoutout Friends and Family group. We're gonna have the poll from tonight. That a little bit of chaos, a little bit, so you can come voice your opinions over there. And then I've been doing some Snack Hero review. So I just put one up today where I reviewed another new C4 energy drink, another Starburst flavor that I found, and a little candy bar that's kind of interesting. You can tune in for that. But so I've been trying to do those almost daily because I have so many snacks that I literally could do it. But I'm going out of town this week, so it won't be every day, but it'll be quite frequently. But and then you can watch for some gaming that I'm going to be doing probably about 2 to 3 weeks. I'm going to start doing gaming on this channel, so that's something you can look forward to. It's Nintendo Switch and PlayStation I'll be doing, but And then for a little preview of some upcoming episodes that we have coming up, we are going to be doing the When Animals Attack episode that we already mentioned. That'll be Tuesday. Then we have our big episode with all of our Schmodown friends that are going to be on. That's going to be best 70s action movies a week from today. It's going to have Mark Edward Hoyt, John Kaiser, Vinny Mancuso, and Adam Witt. So that'll be fun. But I'm going to have to really catch up on those 70s action movies. I was looking at the list, and I'm like, yeah, I've seen less than half. I got to watch some. So, but, and then we have best 90s action movies from 1990 to 1994. We had to split up the 90s action because the 90s are so stacked when it comes to action movies. Then we also have our favorite comedians working today. That's coming up soon, so it'll be fun to talk about some stand-up comedians. Because I've been watching tons and tons of stand-up lately. Like literally, if I'm not watching movies for this, I'm watching like comedy podcasts and comedy specials and stuff. So, and then
Richie versus Jordan.
Yep. Yeah.
What's the deal with airline food?
Yeah. What's the deal with those little razor slots on the airplanes? I mean, are people actually shaving in there? But and then we also have
across the road.
yeah. But we have Jacob Barber's part 2 of his top 128 coming up on Sunday, July 3rd, so you can watch for that the day before. Wait, no, sorry. I'm 1 week off of that. It's going to be Tuesday, June 28th. Sorry, that'll be when Jacob's part 2.
Maybe I'll show up for that one too.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I guess you switched it to Jacob.
Yeah.
Here.
We have Jacob. Richie's not until I think like November or something. He's a little ways off, but
Okay.
But then we also have best Sly versus Arnie movies coming up, and then one that I haven't announced yet, but I will. We're gonna do the best Seinfeld versus Friends characters. So yeah, yep. So those are some episodes you can look forward to. So yeah, that was a fun time, guys. Thanks for joining me and indulging me on my top 128. We'll get to everyone's eventually, so you all get your time to shine, so to speak. But yeah, we'll call it good here. So for Richie, for Jordan Owens, for Malcolm, for Jacob Harbor, for Austin, I've been Jordan Movie Hero Anderson, and we'll see you next time.